Ladies and gentlemen, let us know. Okay, so you can hear me because I can see that. Can my beautiful cast make some noise?
Oh, are we doing this again? Are we
I'm
doing this
checking
again?
everything
What
because
up?
If
remember,
not,
remember on fucking Saturday how bad it was, and so
Professor
now I don't
Ellis.
trust any of this shit.
Why aren't you pressing a hand?
No, I'm just stretching.
I'm just stretching.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. We are glad to have you here. We hope that you are having a wonderful week, and we hope that this just makes it a little bit better and a little bit easier. We are almost to Wednesday. It is getting closer to the weekend. Monday is past. Tuesday is here, and Tuesday means it's time for Emerald Sanctums, the madness of our open world of darkness game where everyone plays a little bit of something spicy and it all comes together to make a huge stew of trauma. So,
Spicy?
Yep.
Me? No.
Vera?
no,
Spicy?
no
Vera's never
person who
spicy.
cut all their hair off last game.
Vera's never spicy.
Mulan moment. Woo!
Vera's never spicy.
Vera's never spicy. What are you talking
So
about?
you just
She
had a meeting
is-
with your ex.
Please.
She is the
Last
most
week was
hardest,
horrific
sweet-
for Vera. My
No,
gosh.
you're right.
Vera
If she
went
doesn't
through
get spicy
everything.
soon, I will be very surprised.
Okay,
God.
look, Vera's best friend. Shush. You don't know.
So what
I
I'm
think,
hearing.
I think Vera's best friend would know.
Exactly. Shush.
Wait. So Rose had a spicy moment. Vera had a spicy moment. Emery's kind of had a spicy moment previously, but it's Jonathan or Pandora's turn for spicy.
Jonathan
Oh,
had a
I'm
spicy
good, I'm
moment at
good.
the club, rememb
Oh yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, at the
Fuck,
club.
I'm good, actually. I'm
Put
good.
gang
Hey,
good for
relax.
Logan.
I'm good. I'm
Milagros is
good.
all like, I got it
I'm
tomorrow.
good.
You can just leave
I'm
me alone
great.
here.
I'm gonna get pummeled tomorrow, so I'm good. You know?
But why not a 2-for-1 special?
Oh, that's right. You're gonna have your new cast member tomorrow.
Yep. And I've already thought of how to bring them in, and it's going to be very, very fun. So, what was that noise?
Why are you
Oh.
raising
Why
your
are you raising your hand? Why are you raising your hand?
For those who don't know, we use Google Meet, and it has a function because it's for businesses to raise your hand to indicate that you want to say something. Jonathan has raised his hand. Jonathan, you have the floor.
I was just stretching.
Digitally.
Yes, digitally.
Digital stretching. All right.
And so Mark has already been channeled into the show, and we haven't even gotten into character yet, ladies and gentlemen. So for those of you who don't know what an open world game is, or as they're commonly referred to from second edition, Orphans game, basically what it is everyone is playing a different type from the World of Darkness themed world. Normally, everyone is very segregated. Vampires hang out with vampires, werewolves hang out with werewolves, mages hang out with mages, and so on and so forth. But in these instances, these are people who, we have a vampire, we have a changeling, we have a werewolf, we have a bastet, and we have a mage. And they are all united in the fact that they do not normally try and associate with their own kind for their own reasons, and they have found each other and have bonded with each other in an effort to try and survive in a world of darkness that does not like the fact that they even associate with each other in a lot of cases. And in some cases, some may even be considered traitors for their social proclivities. So, let's go ahead and get a little introduction to all of our amazing cast tonight, shall we? This time we will I will learn to speak. This time we will start to my left on the screen, and so that would be Ivy.
Hello, that is me. I am the Ivy.
And who are you
Hi.
playing this evening, Ivy?
Yes, I am playing the lovely Vera Rolla, who is our resident Sombra vampire, who is a failed nun and going through her own traumas as of last week.
Just a little bit of drama, and everything's gonna be all right. Well, thank you very much, Ivy, and hopefully the trauma will keep rolling right along because
You saying that everything's going to be all right makes me think it's not going to be all right. So,
I-
thanks.
Are you calling
No,
me a
it's fine.
liar?
Nope, nope,
Are you
no,
calling me a
no.
liar?
I would never. That's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling you a game master.
There it is.
Wait, speaking of game
Storyteller.
masters, let's rotate it on around to Sphinx.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, sir. And who are you going to be playing this fine evening?
I am playing Emerus Grant. He is our Order of Hermes mage. Think Harry Dresden, but not a PI. Well, he is a PI. I was gonna say, but not a PI. No, he's a PI. And also like a bookstore, coffee shop owner. More tea shop than coffee shop. With an adopted daughter / apprentice and a giant cat.
And a giant cat. Thank you very much, sir. And then we'll keep going around the circle. Milagros, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
A lot of consideration went into that answer. It has me worried.
I'm alright. I'm under a different kind of stress than school stress. But it's still not time for me to actually relax. I will not be relaxed until I have moved, and the New York housing market is a nightmare. So I'm now looking at Jersey, but I will still have to find a job after that. So relaxation is a ways away for me. And apparently so it is for my character, Pandora, our werewolf, who has not been absolutely demolished yet in terms of trauma in this game. So can't wait to just get an anvil dropped on my head.
Oh, your first, you attending your first moot is going to be amazing.
Oh no!
If you don't know what a moot is, it's when a large group of werewolves, often several packs, gather together to share information and tell their deeds in order to earn renown and glory. That's how they get new gifts, too.
Yeah, so excited for that. It's totally gonna go great and not be traumatizing at all, since Ray brought it up right when I said I hadn't had enough trauma yet. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Yes, thanks, Mark, for distributing weed at the thing.
He's just trying to make sure everyone chills out.
It's gonna be a whole fucking thing. Oh God.
It's gonna be so much fun.
And apparently you're gonna be showing up with a bastet, so
Yeah, oh yeah, even better, you know.
But he's got
That's
weed, so
totally
it's fine.
nuts.
It's
But
fine.
got
He's
weed.
bringing weed.
He's
A lot
bringing
of weed.
A
so
pound of
much
weed, a
weed.
pound of
More
weed.
people-
Everything is better with a pound of weed.
So, since he's had such a good prelude from Pandora, Jonathan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I am playing Mark. Mark is the bestest Bastet ever, which is what every Bastet says, but Mark's really the bestest Bastet, which is just clear because he's so bestest, everybody from all these different groups wants to hang out with him all the time.
Vera agrees with us.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm super excited. I'm going to go to my first werewolf moot officially. Who knows if I ever went to one unofficially, but officially, this will be canon now. Definitely, I'm going to get to go to this one. I am bringing gift bags, and I bought exactly what Pandora told me they would like: punk rock things, because they're punk rock
things.
girls. That's all Pandora told Mark. Punk rock girls. I bought gift bags. I am probably going to get to hand them out now. It is going to be amazing. You're going to love the contents.
They
will
I
either
just
go
love.
over well.
I brought gift bags,
Like
like
there's Pandora.
I brought
like a
presents.
birthday party, like a little kid's birthday party.
Like a little kid's birthday.
It's fine.
Oh God.
Mark
no,
is doing a
it's
very
okay.
good job.
The bags are sparkly.
He's gonna get us both murdered.
Perfect.
Oh
Are they
my
black
God.
sparkly bags?
We're both gonna die.
It's
No,
gonna
they're
be
actually
so
like
fucking
neon
perfect.
color sparkly. And
Oh
they're not
my
sparkly
God, we're
like
both
sequin
gonna
sparkly.
die.
They're sparkly like sort of quasi-metallic reflective sparkly.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
It-
very-
it's
very
a very
bestest
80s-esque
day
looking
ever.
bag.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
looks
That
like
was me
somebody
that I
took
thought.
like that foil that's colored that you might put like in your window for your car. So it's got like a metallic sheen to it, but it's like one solid color. It's like that kind of a color. But it's like, red and green and yellow and orange and blue, like lots of different colors to choose from. Purple.
Sounds more like you
Really
should have brought
great.
a bunch of acid instead of weed.
Do you want me to
Emerson
do that
approves of your-
bags?
No.
Emerus approves of your party bag choices.
Well, thank you very much, Jonathan. And Mark, who's obviously already here. And let's keep on going around the circle. M. And there goes the mic. How are you doing?
God,
Em?
are you serious? Is
Yeah.
it doing it again?
It's because your voice is so high pitched when you say hi. Like it cuts out every time.
It's fucking hilarious, though. So, Em, how are you doing tonight?
I'm here.
Da-da. And that's all we can ever hope for at most points.
Jazz hands, I guess. Woo.
Woo, jazz hands.
I will be playing Countess Rosaline tonight.
Who doesn't like to throw around her title, by the way.
No, because it was Lady. It was Lady Rosaline for a while. Now it's Countess.
Yes.
But she does not like her title most of the time. She is our lovely noble she of House Illinid. And right now she is in the center of her household that nobody can get to but her at the balefire right now.
Yep. With my body.
Bien. With Bien.
Excellent. So, let us go ahead and start getting into Emerald Sanctums for the evening. But before that, we do have to run through a quick few announcements. Number one, all these people are content creators. Jonathan is an old school dagger. He's been around since 2018 when we started out as a podcast. He's part of our Dinner and a Game crew. And so are all these other people now. I mean, they've been around so long. They're permanent. They're family. They can't go anywhere. But all of their socials are in the chat. So we put up the links to all their creations. If you can, and if you have time, please go give them a follow. Like their stuff. And as small content creators, that's the only reason we even make content, is so we can find out that people enjoy what we do. And that's the one little thing you can do for them, and that will make their day, and we would love for you to do so. So go ahead and do that. Number two, always remember, PSK Studios is doing fundraisers for the American Suicide Foundation. They are doing charity auctions. PSK Studios is a Twitch channel, and he does miniature painting. And his paint jobs are amazing. The quality of his art is incredible. And then he'll take those miniatures and he'll auction them off just about once a month. And then all the proceeds from the auction go to the American Suicide Foundation. So if you can, that link is in chat right now. If you can, go give him a follow and make sure that you try and support him as best you can. If you can bid on things, make sure that you can afford to bid on it. If you don't win it and you bid on as much as you can afford and that's as far as you can go, remember, the person who won, they just gave more money to the charity. So feel free. Bid what you can afford, but if you can bid, bid. His stuff is gorgeous and I guarantee you'll like it. Now, for Dinner and a Game, all of our socials are on our link tree. You can go follow us everywhere. We have 13,000 followers on Facebook. If you go there, you will be swarmed with memes, news, content about the Marvel Universe, D&D, all types of RPG news, and all kinds of stuff like that. We share articles. We share everything we can find. We try and be a nice center of hub for the geek and gaming community. And it is a very inclusive space. We jealously guard it. And the banhammer is fast and swift if anything happens. So, but we do still have discourse. There's always a difference between discourse that's respectful and discourse that's over the line. So, in the meantime, also if you want to, you can go ahead and help out. We have a member of our family who has fallen on hard times. They are right now they're safe. And they have a roof over their heads and everything's fine, but they're trying to get back on their feet. So if you can and you have the ability to do so, you can go check out this link that we have up in chat right now. It is for the GoFundMe they have to try and get themselves back on their feet. I think right now their biggest priority is they have... Oh, hey, sweet tea. Posture check. I am slouching. Thank you. Ugh. Oh, sweet tea special.
On a stretch and a hydrate.
Stretch and a hydrate. I'm going to hydrate first because I'm thirsty. And then I'm going to stretch my neck. Popped earlier and it was loud. Oh, God, there it went again. All right. Thank you, sweet tea. We're just finishing getting into the things. But yes, if you can, go check out their GoFundMe. If you can donate anything, please do so. Also, if you go to our Facebook page, our Discord, we have another member of our family who is having some fur baby problems. He and his brother adopted a cat, and that cat has turned out to have quite a few complications and medical issues. It's in our We're All One channel on there. I was supposed to make up a command for it, but I think I forgot in all the chaos with my work this past 2 weeks, which is what's been keeping us from having several shows this past 2 weeks, and I really apologize for that. But if you can go to our Discord, all of our stuff is in there. You will find our in-character chats as well as our out-of-character chat rooms for the shows. Plus, we do have servers up for RP if anyone wants to play D&D or anything like that. You have the ability to link your D&D Beyond account to a chat room, and you have the ability. There's dice rollers built into our Discord that you can utilize, so you guys can actually set up games in our Discord and play. And if you guys need more rooms, we can create more. We've actually got a boosted server, so we can throw up whatever you guys need. We're here for the gaming community, and we always will be. And speaking of being here for the gaming community, we do have a couple of things we're giving away. Now, here on Twitch, if you're following us, you're automatically entered to win this set of D&D books. This is the core set of books. It's a DMG Player's Guide Monsters Manual with that GM screen in that slipcase. This is going to be given away. We hit 1K here, and we're at 744, so we're creeping our way up there, and we're going to get there soon. But when we get there, we're going to give away this set of books to one lucky winner. We're also doing another thing. We have, on TikTok, we're giving away this 3D printed tower. This is our 3D printed wizard tower. It's 4 stories tall, 9 inches wide, about 11 inches tall in total. It breaks down to individual pieces that can be fit inside of a high-top shoebox to storage, and it is yours when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and we're at 915 right now. So we're getting so close, and we just need a little bit of help to get over that edge. But also, we are now doing a different form of giveaway, and that's where for the shows. And that is where we're going to set up a contest randomly during the show. And it's not a contest. We're going to set up a drawing, and everyone's going to have a command word to type in, and that command word is going to give you a entry to the end of the show the end of the month drawing. And we're going to be giving away another one of these towers at the end of this month for the drawing for our first one. And if you are a subscriber, and I had to make sure that this was okay to do, but it is, if you're a subscriber, you will get double the amount of entries. So if you're a subscriber to our shows, you will have double the amount of chances to actually win. But absolutely, if you're here for every show and you're not a subscriber, every show you watch and that the giveaway comes up for, you can enter, so you can have tons of chances to win there as well. So there we go, folks. Everything is said. I've talked a lot, and nothing really important happened. Except for the fact that I introduced these amazing people who are now going to take you on a journey into the world of darkness for Emerald Sanctums. Where we left off last week, a lot of stuff happened, to say the least. Vera had an encounter with the one true love of her life that probably went the way Ivy thought it was going to go, but maybe not the way Vera hoped it was going to go.
That's 100% accurate, yes.
And Lady Rosaline had some fun times. She recovered the seeming of her dead fiancé and brought it home and took it and put it by her balefire, which is the magical fire that enchants a individual fae's personal realms. And she put him there so the balefire could keep his seeming in existence, because if that fades, that is the eternal spirit of the fae. And if it fades into nothing, then that fae is gone forever. So he must stay near balefire. So she put him in the balefire and in her estate, and that's a thing. And Emery's and Pandora went to go bail out Vera. Mark, where'd you go?
He was with Rose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mark
I
was
was-
Rose.
I was with Rose.
Yeah, you went with Rose on the rescue
Yeah.
mission with Finn for Finn.
Finn and the trolls.
It was Tuck and the Trolls.
My favorite heavy metal
Tuck and the
band.
trolls, right.
Tuck and the Trolls.
And one more red cap.
Oh yeah, one more red cap. Yep.
My favorite heavy metal band.
So there is a lot of stuff that happened. Who would like to open this off? Because just about anyone can take off from where they left off.
Well, Rose is actually in the balefire. She poofed away from everybody, so she's gone from the rest of the group.
Yeah, the house took her down to the balefire. That's right.
Yeah.
So let's. You want to start with Em? Are you ready for some traumas?
Let's
Oh,
go.
God.
Here we go. Here we go.
Cuddling it.
All right, I got my emotional support blanket. My cat's right there. We're good. Let's go.
Rose, the house,
Mm-hmm.
followed your instructions and moved you to the balefire. And as I described it, the balefire is in this natural cave that's completely circular. The balefire has a huge open flame in the center of the cave. Rose, the house provided like basically a cot, and Finn's seeming is laying on the cot near the balefire. There are all kinds of inscriptions and carvings on the stone floor. They're, from your time, from your abilities as an enchanter, they are basically the bindings that keep this balefire from pretty much burning out and from losing its and guarding it from the banality of the world to keep it the balefire burning as bright as it does. So there's a bunch of screens and protections around this balefire, which is common. And Finn is technically sitting inside those screenings, which also helps him resist banality. For any magics done here, the difficulty is a 6, because this is probably the lowest banality you would ever do. So a lot of casters actually set up ritual casting areas in or near their balefire too.
Mm-hmm.
So what else are you doing? I mean, Finn there's a blanket over him, but he's just not moving. He still has that slight glow to him because, he's really just his seeming.
Yeah. She's gonna stare at it for a very long moment because this is way too much for her. This is way too much. She hasn't even had a moment to herself at all since everything's happened. There is one thing I would like to do when you have to go through all of your sheets of your character sheet to be able to do what you want to do. All right, I would like to do Soothsay. I would like to use Omen.
Okay.
So she'll be pulling her cards out of her bag. She's going to sit on the floor right before the thing and then lay all of her cards out.
She's going to do a reading.
And
All right. That is a qualified bunk, by the way.
Yep.
How detailed of a reading you're doing? Just a simple 3, or are you doing a full, like a Celtic Cross or Celtic Cross?
She's going to do the whole deck. She's doing a Wheel of Fate.
Oh, okay. So for that, I'll give you, because that takes a long time to lay out, I'll give you a 2-point bunk for that.
Sweet. Just making sure what I need to roll. Do. That is intelligence, and it is going to be on Finn in the situation at hand. Specifically, what Liam said to her kind of has been bothering her. So that will be... I'm guessing the proper realm will be Fae.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. 6, and with a 2-point bunk,
It
what
makes
is that
it
again?
4.
Sweet. Difficulty's a 6, correct?
No, difficulty's a 4.
Sweet.
The 2-point bunk takes a bunk, whatever rating the bunk is, it takes that much away from the difficulty.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
Mm-hmm. So what is the nature of what you're attempting to, what knowledge are you trying to get?
She is trying to figure out what Liam meant by there's another way of it's not been discovered yet, if there's any hints or clues. With the amount of successes I got, which the max for that is 5, I don't get direct information. I can only get hints. So I get 1 clue about a closely guarded secret of the target. That is for 5 successes.
a closely guarded secret of the target.
Mm-hmm.
In the balefire, as you're doing the reading, you're laying out the cards. Number one, describe what it looks like when you do this reading.
She is going to shuffle the deck 3 times, split it in half, shuffle 3 more times. So with the Wheel of Fate, this is how it goes. So it goes into a square. So there's about, I think, 12 cards that go up like this, 12 that go down like this, and then there's 3 circles that go all the way in outer and inner and a middle. Sorry, outer, middle, and inner. And then there's 1 card in the center, and I think there's a couple of spokes. It takes the entire deck.
Gotcha. As you lay down the last card and you're looking at the spread, you're having trouble focusing on the cards. And the light from the balefire seems to be playing across the cards, and it's like obscuring the cards, and you can't tell which cards are when or what, and your vision is getting really blurry. And as you look up and you look into the balefire, you see 2 figures. They're children. They're both boys. They have very light complexions, very light features, very high angular cheekbones, and absolute blue eyes. They're identical.
Great.
Then your vision swims. There is a large group of people wearing dark garments, all gathered in a grave cemetery. There's a service being performed. The boys are a little bit old. One of the boys is there and he looks a little bit older, but the other one is missing. You flash forward again. You see Finn here at the balefire. And he has set out a very complicated spell. And at the when he engages the spell, you see a figure standing inside the summoning circle. It flickers in as a small boy, but it quickly morphs into the same identical physical form as Finn. And then it cuts out.
She's just gonna look at the balefire and just say, "What did you do? What did you do?" So she knows Finn has a twin. That's interesting.
Boy, I wonder why the Balefire is releasing that information.
I wonder. She is going to ask the house if there's any recollection of the identical one.
Finn's brother.
Yeah.
He wanted to speak with him. And he researched until he found magics that are not common for our kind.
Some of the forbidden ones that we shouldn't even know.
some of the ones that were
Not allowed.
burned from our memories. He wanted to apologize.
For what?
He felt responsible for his death. He is, from the conversation they had, he felt the weight of the loss that his brother suffered because he felt so much and had done so much and experienced so much that his brother had been deprived of.
Did his brother die during that ritual?
No, miss.
So it was before then.
I do believe they were both 9.
This. I have even more questions, and this is getting frustrating.
Do you want me to dispose of him?
No. 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 No, no. Absolutely not. No.
Then I will keep him.
She's going to be quiet for a very, very long time, just staring at the baleful fire, trying to figure out what the fuck Liam meant. Because it's going to bother her for a while, and that's a question she doesn't have an answer to.
She said, the house says, do you require anything?
Nobody to bother me while I'm in here.
No one can gain entrance unless you allow it.
The only people that are allowed to be in here are Tuck. Murder Hobo. That's his name, right?
His name is Galen.
Galen.
I have to know it so I can keep him from places if I need to.
Yeah, is he okay?
I do believe the term is high. He is always in an altered state. But he knows magics that enable me to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows technology, which is painful, but he says it also helps keep us safe.
Understandable.
He has flying contraptions that hover around.
Oh, the metal birds?
Yes, that were.
Those things are really weird. Penny tried to explain those to me once, and I kind of like zoned out.
I just know that they're banal, but apparently they let him see things, so.
I would ask him, but I feel like I would be in a 3.5 hour long conversation of where I'm just sitting there and wondering.
That, and he would try and sleep with you.
No, he won't.
Long pause. Of course not, ma'am.
Am I gonna have to have a conversation
You
about?
won't remember it.
Of course not. Of course not.
I could light him on fire.
I don't think that would be wise.
He's in a cement basement.
He might need a shower, though.
Would it make you feel better if you held his hand?
Oh, she's gonna start crying ugly. Yeah, it'll make me feel better.
You say it would not make me feel better? I couldn't understand you.
That would make me feel better.
She says, then I can make that happen. And another cot appears next to Finn. And there is a body in the cot.
It's me, but it's not me.
No. It's covered in the sheet.
Yeah.
Same size, same physical layout.
Rose is gonna slowly go towards it. She's a little confused.
Okay.
Pull back the sheet.
It is a life-size clay figure of Finn. Incredibly detailedly sculpted.
Mm-hmm. This is really weird, but
He had to make a simulacrum to summon his brother. Something that it could inhabit.
Mm. So this was it.
Yes, miss. It is infused with his brother's essence. It ties it to his brother.
Okay.
I do believe that some practices call it a golem.
Mm. So, okay. She's just gonna grab the hand and lightly pat it for a minute because she's just like. Also, she's critiquing this thing. She is critiquing this thing
It is
mentally.
incredibly detailed sculpture. When you grab the hand, the fingers curl around yours.
Ah!
And they're warm.
Okay, this is weird. This is really weird. Why is the hand warm? Why is it warm? It's supposed to be clay. Why is it warm? This is really weird.
A golem is alive, miss.
So could we put his seeming into this as a temporary thing or no?
I do not know that, miss.
Where is Emery's when you need him?
You said not to let him in here, miss.
I was just about to say you said that in here.
Do you want me to get Emery's? Oh, he's not in the house right now.
I was about to say I would die
Yeah.
because he's driving the car.
Would you like me to get every? Wait! You know that sound that computers make when you unplug somewhere? It's like doo doo. Like it's just that sound and everything just vanishes.
You're just frantically grabs the wheel.
When he gets home, pop him in here. I'll send him a text real quick.
Okay.
She'll send a text like, "Hey, what do you know about golems?" Question mark. But it's an exclamation, not a question mark.
You seem suddenly very excited about golems.
To Emery's.
Emery gets the text via the car. That's a weird question to ask. How much do I know about golems?
What do you have in the life sphere?
Nothing yet.
And spirit?
I've got 1 point in spirit.
Prime.
I've got 2 in prime.
Okay, so those are the 3 spheres that are needed to required to make something like what she described. So you probably have very little knowledge of it, but let's do this.
Okay.
I'm going to need you to make me a roll.
Okay.
It is going to be intelligence, and I do believe it's going to be occult, but I want to make sure that that is going to be the proper thing to make you roll.
Okay.
As soon as my hard drive spins up and I get to open my folder. Madam Magnus, nothing can go wrong. Yes, because I am a kind and benevolent ruler, and I am always considerate of my poor players' emotional states.
Yes, you're always so good about that, and you're definitely not paying us to agree with you.
I would never, ever, ever, ever buy someone's opinion like
You're
that.
right. You're right. It would be experience points.
Yes, it would.
You can buy my opinion for the very low price of one 3D printed cathedral.
That printer is broken.
Oh man.
I've got to order another screen on Friday.
Okay.
Literally the screen that the light comes through to set the resin, it stopped working.
Yikes.
It's just it's gonna be a cult. There's nothing else that really fits.
All right. That's cool. I've got some points in that. 6 is 6 to 10.
No, this is gonna be quite different. It's gonna be a 9.
Okay. Let's see what we get. Go, my pretties. That's 2 successes.
Perfect.
A 9 and a 10.
So, the art and practice of making golems is well known in the Hermetic culture. They are often used in different aspects within a chantry or within a regency house to perform duties such as menial labor. They're used as last-ditch protection, as they can be used as soldiers. They are constructs and creations made of various materials, the most common being clay, and they can follow even complex commands. So you can give them a series of orders and they can follow it out.
Okay.
There is multiple different types of golems that can be used. The simplest are just like I described, but there's even more complex ones that can be used almost like a remote control body. Depending on how much is invested into that golem. There are even stories of hermetic mages who have projected themselves permanently into golems as a way of defeating both paradox and basically becoming immortal.
Okay. I will talk to text her everything that I can think of at that time. I also like doing the whole comma, period, semicolon.
Using proper English.
Yeah.
Emery doesn't use emojis or anything.
He doesn't. Well, he uses emojis, but he doesn't. He refuses to use leet speak. Will not do it.
Rose
Yeah,
just texts back, "We'll need to talk to you when you get back at the house. Discovered something."
Emrys kind of. Should I be worried?
All you get is a ...
Shit.
Maybe?
What now?
Maybe?
Well, it's being read over the speakers, so
Yep.
Yeah.
Pandora and Ivy can.
But, like,
can
what-
I
hear
just
all of
like
that.
the idea of it coming on just period. Well, maybe. Like,
Wait,
Yeah.
so is there like a clay monster at the house that we have to deal with now?
Oh,
I don't
by the
know.
void, I hope not.
Yeah.
We'll switch
text-
completely
okay.
over to Vera
We'll-
and Emery
We'll be there
and Pandora.
soon.
So, since you've left, number one, you got rid of the body, yes?
I got rid of it while like I killed it, and then it's in a
It's in the
double
trash
bag.
bag.
Yeah, it's in a double bag trash bag in the back seat. Like,
All right, the worm thing.
Yeah.
rid
Yeah,
of.
we
It's
probably
yeah.
need to burn it when we get to the house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
the
have
person
the murder
worm.
hobo help me. Yes, the person worm. I'm gonna have the murder hobo help me. He can help me burn it because I can't technically do that.
Right, the whole fire version.
The whole fire thing. So murder hobo can do it.
Okay, so you guys are driving back.
He is head of security, so like that's fine.
Yes.
He would have ways.
As you
What
were
we
driving
would
back,
think.
I need each of you to give me
Oh boy.
a perception and investigation roll.
Perception and investigation.
I actually have really good things in both of those.
Perception
Mhm.
and
Investigation.
What is our
perception.
target?
The target number is an 8.
Where's my
All right.
investigation? Okay.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
You like it? It's an 8.
Once again, 2 successes. A 9 and a 0.
I got a 9 and a 10 as well.
Ha
Look at that.
Hold on, I was
Being
writing it
off
down.
from an instinct.
Perception
And investigation.
investigation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I got 1 success.
I swear, if the guy that I just murdered is squirming in the bag, I'm just gonna have to eat him. I swear.
Kitten will be had. Kitten will be had. All over the
Violence
place.
will be had.
So
God.
as you're driving back, when you get out of the city and you cross the bridge and you're starting to head out to starting to drive up through the hills where the house is, multiple times as you're driving, you see something large blot out stars.
Stars? Like out in the sky?
Yes.
Yeah.
How large? Like, are we talking Eldritch Abomination or like a kite that's like too close to the
Or like a
no.
kite.
You're talking more like Eldritch Abomination.
Awesome.
Did anybody see that?
Beer's
Anybody?
like head is now out the window with the window rolled down. Like
Pandora's head was already out the way.
yeah, it was. Now we're
She
just
was
like
trying to relax and now this ruined it.
just looking up. Yes, we do.
Okay. All right.
So at least you know you're not the crazy one.
Right. I mean, the jury's still out on that, but yeah.
This time.
Okay.
This time.
Right.
So if you would have to guesstimate, 40 to 50 foot wingspan.
That's a big thing.
Hey, we should
Great
get
big
home.
thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
we should get home. Fast. Yep.
V Pandora,
Yep.
keep an eye out for the cops.
Yep.
Pedal to the metal.
You're gonna push the Nissan Leaf to its maximum.
Let's go.
Yeah.
High speed chase. Let's go.
High speed chase in a Nissan Leaf.
This is fine. It's fine.
80 miles an hour is amazing.
Fine. We're going.
All right. So you begin rapidly coming home. So, Mark, you're by yourself in the house.
I know.
What are you going to do? First off, where are you at?
Well, I was downstairs
Mhm.
near Rosalind when she was having the conversation.
And then
I
she
could only
went,
hear half
"Poof."
of it, but the last thing she said was like, "Take me to the Bellfire," and I was like, and she's just gone.
Yep.
Now I'm antsy because I wanted to go too. I was trying to dart over and grab my stuff from the fireplace, and I turn around and she's gone, and I'm like, everybody leaves Mark.
No.
Everybody.
So now I'm upset and agitated,
Uh-huh.
and I only know one way to get rid of my agitation.
How's that?
I am going to go up to Emrys's room real quick because he's gone.
Okay. So you head up to Emrys's room.
Yes. Are there any items that are in his room that are things that he normally likes to use? Like that are like everyday things for him, like he would use them most of the time, but are left in his room. And this is really a question for you because you know what's left in your room that Mark would recognize you use a lot.
I'm assuming you're taking your wand and other
Yeah,
casting implements.
Yeah, I'm taking the wand, the spell book, chalk, my glasses. I'd probably just leave I'd probably have like a couple of books that I would have brought with me to read. That would be in there.
I can tell you one
My
thing.
staff is in there.
I was going to say I could probably tell you one thing that you would have probably left behind just because if something had gone wrong, you wouldn't have probably wanted to have it on you. Your wallet and your ID.
Oh no.
I was assuming you would not want to take that with you because you'll get ID'd on the spot.
Yeah.
And dumped into the system immediately.
That's smart. Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 great items. The staff, a book, picking the book that I think is going to go back to the bookstore, and probably stay at the bookstore most of the time. The one I don't think he would bring with him again, likely. So I'm going to pick the book I think will stay at the bookstore most likely, and the wallet. I'm going to mark them as mine, because then when he puts them back in the bookstore, there will be 3 things that'll be in the bookstore that'll be marked as Mark, so that cat's going to know who owns the bookstore.
And by marking them, does it mean what I think it means?
Well, no, I don't actually have to do anything like that cat-like. I
Okay,
just have to rub
got
up
it.
against it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to rub it on my face.
Okay. So as you're rubbing stuff on your face, you hear a voice behind you. What exactly are you doing?
Is it Penny?
Yes. She's like in pajamas.
I'm smelling stuff. I'm just going to put it back.
Why?
Because things smell nice. I'm going to walk over and I'm going to smell her pajamas and mark her pajamas as mine too, and then walk away.
You go walk over. She's like, "No, don't come near me. I don't know what type of weird pheromone stuff you're doing."
I'm going to do it anyways because she was hanging out with that cat too, and I want the cat to know who's boss of this house also.
Are you going to?
And then I'm going to walk over to the door where the cat was in there real quick, and I'm going to get down low on the floor, and I'm going to mark the little port right there, like the entryway into the room, so the cat knows that that's a border for me too. That's mine also.
This would look so much less weird if he would just turn into his lion form and do that, and not be a fully grown man, just fucking, just.
As you're rolling around on the floor, Penny's standing there with her hands out in front of her, and she's like, "Oh, this is just."
And then
Mark.
I'm just gonna just get up, act like nothing happened, and walk back downstairs.
Emery's, your phone rings.
I look at the screen.
It's Penny.
Hey, sweetie, what's going on?
What
Mark
now?
just molested stuff, including the
What?
floor, in my room.
Is there any way you can
No,
unmolest it?
not in her room.
What do you mean by
The
Oh,
molested?
doorway to my
outside.
room. Apparently, he's mad at the cat now.
Wait, did she try to get in my mind?
No.
I'm like looking.
You were
around.
glaring at the cat. You said you glared at the cat.
No, the cat's not around.
The
Yeah, it
cat's not
is.
around.
It was sleeping with Penny.
Oh, that's right. The
But
cat
Penny
was.
came into his room. You never said the cat came with her?
I didn't. You said you marked the doorway, right? Oh, wait.
Yeah, but I'm not
Sorry.
glaring at the cat when
Of
I do it. I'm
Emery's
just-
room. Sorry, backwards. Never
Well,
mind.
I'm marking
Rewind that.
the doorway into Penny's room, but I'm not staring at the cat when I do it. I'm just doing it so the cat knows it's got to stay in there because outside's mine.
Okay. All right. So she's
I'm not going to give it dagger eyes. I just want to make sure it knows you better stay in this one room. That's the one room you can stay in. Everything else is mine.
So Penny is like, so he's rubbing himself on things.
Oh God.
I don't know what's going on. Where are you?
I'm like watching his face as he's having the conversation. Like, what is happening?
I'm on my way home with Vera and Pandora. Sounds like would I know that Mark is marking stuff by that description?
I don't know. Don't think so. Because, I mean, it's...
Like having a cat of my own. would that be something that? Well, he's all the Rumi is also familiar. I don't know if the same behaviors apply.
So he's like sitting there going, and he's sitting there, and she's sitting there, and she's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay,
But I think I'm going to electrocute him.
Don't electrocute him, please. That's if we not unless he's really
My pajamas
really
smell
bad.
like Mark.
Oh boy. Are you able to?
They're my bunny pajamas.
Oh no, those are your favorite.
I'm like looking back at Pandora, like mouthing, like, what is happening?
I don't fucking know. He's a cat. I don't know why they do the things they do.
Is there any way you can clean the things that he has?
I don't
I guess
even know
rubbed
what
against.
He did.
Cats are weird.
I suppose I should be thankful he wasn't like doing something weird like bumping and grinding.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Can you
wait,
ask the
I
house
know,
for help?
I know. We can get him fixed. That'll stop all this.
I do not think that
Just a little
he
snip.
would.
Take the bullets
I don't-
out of the gun. He'll be fine.
Can you get him like a grown
Emrys
man?
just is sputtering,
Slow, lad.
laughing.
I'm gonna go research.
I think she's right. I think
you-
we should do that. We should.
Can you ask the house to maybe
I think that's
clean the things that he rubbed
Could the
up
house
against?
get him fixed?
I don't
Yeah,
know if
ask the house
could
to
do
fix
that.
him. Yeah, fix him right up.
That's not the thing I wanted you to do.
Pierce
I
is face
know,
bombing now.
but I
just...
was left without adult supervision.
You are the adult.
No, technically, I feel like you're the most adult out of all of us. And, no,
Pandora
wait,
You are
is
an adult.
wait, no, you're the grown up.
I'm the grown up.
Adult
Yeah.
is like a legal term. You're the grown up.
Oh,
like
so
you're
just
like
reach
a
his over
grown
and
up
hydrate.
person.
Pierce is gonna reach over and just like pat you on the shoulder. Just you are the grown up. Like
Yeah, like
Okay,
he's,
all right.
he holds the brain cell.
I will take care of it when I return. I'll talk to the house and see what can be done.
I mean, if it's still a problem when you return.
What does that mean, Penny? Penny, what does that mean? If it's
You
still a
left
problem,
me unsupervised. Click.
we're. Oh boy. Oh.
did she hang up on you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Apparently, I mean, it was on the speakerphone, so everyone was able to hear.
Wait, I thought Rose was at the house. Is
Penny-
Rose? Because she
Penny's-
asked. I'm confused. Is Rose not at the house anymore?
I don't know. Rose is connected to the house, so there could be all kinds of weird shenanigans.
So,
And
Mark,
Penny was
did you
also
go
asleep
back
during most of
downstairs,
that.
or-
Oh yeah, I'm at the kitchen table and I'm putting together all the gift bags now, and I am like packing everything up, and I'm just like whistling and humming because I'm in a great mood now.
The cat hops up onto the kitchen counter and just does that whole flops down unconcernedly thing.
That cat?
Yep. You can hear it purring from where you're sitting.
Dance magic cat. Dance magic cat.
I'm trying to make a tactical decision here.
It's purring louder. It like lulls its head over at you, and it gives you those super sleepy, half-closed eyes and blinks at you real slow. It begins batting at one of the bags.
Yes, I have made a decision.
Oh, no.
I'm going to make myself a cup of water and then accidentally spill it all over the cat.
So you go to the sink and get a cup of water?
Yeah, and then by spill it, I just mean like throw it directly onto the cat.
So you fill up a cup of water and you turn around and you're like throwing it before you finish turning around, and it splashes all over your bags on the counter because the cat's not there.
Wait, the cat was there when I threw it or not? Because I wouldn't throw it unless the cat's there.
Oh, okay. So when you spin around to throw it, the cat's not there, and you see a tail whipping around the corner, going towards the stairs.
I will murder the cat. I'm not above murdering the
Touch
cat.
my
if I can't
cat.
decide to do that.
Do not touch my cat.
All right, so you guys, when you get into the actual woods proper, it's impossible to see the stars most of the time. And in the few roads where everything's cut back enough to where you can see the sky, you don't see any more signs of that thing flying up above you. So for like the last 10, 15 minutes of the trip, no real signs of it. You get to the house and you pull into the driveway. The house is pretty much lit up. As they're pulling in the driveway, Rosaline, you hear, they're here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want me to bring you Emery's?
Yes, please.
Emery's, you're driving the car and now you're gone.
Does it crash?
It is now rolling across the lawn
Oh my
at about
god!
2 miles an hour, and the only other person in the car who could grab the wheel because she's in the front seat left.
Oh my god! So we're gonna crash, or just end up in the middle of the lawn.
We will come back to resolve what happens to you guys when Ivy comes back to her seat.
Wow.
So, Emery's, you appear standing in that large natural cave.
Ah! I was driving. I was parking the car. The moving vehicle in
It'll
the
be fine.
driveway.
It'll be fine.
Vera?
You just popped me out of the car while I was parking the car.
Vera?
The car was moving.
As you're pulling up the driveway towards the house, Emery's disappears from the driver's seat.
Oh my god! I'll just reach over and like jump in the driver's seat, like, slam on the brakes. Oh my god!
Okay, only the house told me you guys were here, so I didn't know you were still driving. So this isn't.
This
Did I make a
is why
mistake?
this is why we talk about specificity. Specificity is the soul of communication.
Okay.
Did I
She'll
do
motion
something
to the
wrong?
clay. No, you're fine. You're fine. She'll motion to the clay.
You see these.
Where are we?
fins seaming on one
The
cot
heart of the house.
and the other thing
Is
on
that
the other cot.
is that a statue of Finn?
So, yes and no. This is a figurine of his dead twin. He made this. Finn made this.
The figurine, not the twin, clearly.
No, yeah. It's a golem.
That explains the question. Okay.
Hmm.
did you know about that Finn had a brother before any
No.
of this?
No.
Okay, new information for everyone. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we
what?
won't be able to find his brother. We won't.
If the brother is
His
dead,
his essence is in the thing.
his essence is in the golem?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it's holding your hand?
Yeah, I think.
So it's Finn's brother holding your hand and not Finn himself because
So-
Finn's seeming is here.
Yeah.
And
Now
is
this comes to my question. Is there a way that we could put a seeming into this thing?
I mean,
As like temporary thing until we can figure out when we could put him in an actual body. I don't know.
I don't know why it wouldn't be possible. I'm going to assume, because I've never made a golem before, that the magic, the ritual for that would be fairly complex.
I'm guessing if Finn can do it, you can do it.
I appreciate your confidence in me. It deals in spheres that I have some knowledge of, and one that I have no knowledge of whatsoever. I've really got to see to that. It's coming up a lot. Right. I will have to consult my spell book, and if there's nothing in my grimoire, then I will need to confront Matati.
Is your grimoire here?
And because I'm always wearing the book holster, and I open it, and yeah, and I pull out the small tablet. It's like, yep, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. Before we do that, though, hey, Rose, sorry. Apparently, Mark has been rubbing up against my stuff and also quite possibly one of your doors. Is there something you could do about that?
Rose, you hear, what does he want me to do? Do I need to clean those places?
The house is asking if you need those areas cleaned.
Yes. Also, Penny's pajamas, if the house does not mind. Please and thank you.
So, Vera, you and Pandora, after having recovered and saved the car from crashing, are coming in the front door. Mark is in the kitchen making his gift bags. And then from upstairs, you hear a scream.
Oh boy.
Oh, I immediately head upstairs and a fast
Yeah.
walk.
I mean, I think there's a clay monster already here. So
This is true.
Maybe
Penny
it's that.
comes running out of her room with a sheet wrapped around her. She is obviously nude except for the sheet. And she's like,
What?
my fucking PJs disappeared. I was wearing them.
What? Wait, did the
Hey.
clay monster take him?
Why are you covering your eyes? I'm in a sheet.
I know, but still,
She's trying to be respectful.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, we have another sweet tea special redeemed by girl Alyssa this time.
Okay.
Your stretching is good. Yes. Imposter checky. So Penny stops and she kind of like, what the hell is going on?
We just
Mark
got
is rubbing himself all over things. My clothes are disappearing, and I have not seen Rosaline in since I woke up.
Okay, we just got here.
Mark is like rubbing what is it like his face or something or his hands?
Well, he kind of flipped all over the place in front of my door on
Like
the
a cat?
floor. I guess. I mean, it's a guy, so it doesn't really look like a cat. But
Okay.
I guess so. He was
Oh.
kind of like arching his back and being really weird.
Yeah, was he like
He did that on my freaking PJs.
he's marking stuff, like claiming ownership of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
I'll be right the fuck back.
Yeah,
And she goes in the
oh,
room and slams the
oh.
door.
Oh, okay. I
Make
mean,
sure you put some clothes on.
From behind the door, you hear, "Oh, I'm putting some fucking clothes on."
Oh God. I'm going downstairs.
Ah!
I'm immediately walking
no.
Mark. Mark.
Oh no! Oh God!
Mark is frantically trying to clear the kitchen counter so that nobody like Pandora sees the gift baskets he's putting together. But he wants it to be a surprise.
Oh
So he's
my
like trying to move it
God.
off and over to the side somewhere, like throw them in counters, whatever it takes to just make sure like he can put it together later, but it's gonna be a surprise.
As you're slamming a cabinet, Vera walks in. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Would you mind?
As I'm standing in front of the counter.
I like.
Doing the whole trying to get
Everyone act
comfortable.
normal.
Right. Why? Okay. First of all, I don't know what this is. Why did you rub all over stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing too.
What do you mean that's nothing?
Vera.
What do you mean? Wait, hold on. What do you mean
Vera.
that's nothing too?
A big, shaggy. What color is he?
You talking about Rumi?
Yeah,
He's black and gray.
he's a big, shaggy, black and gray cat rubs against your legs.
Oh.
Pandora's like on the stairs now, and look, Pandora's on the stairs now, and it's like, yeah, that's what he was doing.
Ray?
It's like,
Yes.
I think
that
the
thing
cat
of
likes
water
you.
directly
Oh
on the cat now.
the
And Vera.
cat is rubbing on Vera.
Oh,
Yes.
and Vera.
No, just the cat. Just the
You're
cat.
not a waterbender. You can't like sonic focus it on just the
Target
cat.
the
Watch
Okay,
my
wait,
dice
wait,
rolls
wait.
and you'll
I
see
was
what
gonna
kind of
say-
waterbender Mark can be.
Oh my fucking god.
Fuck. Give me a dex
This is
plus
so
what would be the other thing?
ridiculous.
I don't fucking know. Give me a dex plus melee. The nearest thing I think is melee.
Never say Mark can't do something until after he rolls.
And the difficulty will be what the fuck? An 8
trying to
because you're
manipulate
trying not to
water.
hit Vera.
4 successes.
So Mark grabs a cup of water that's been sitting on the counter right by where he was, and just like targets flashes and nails the cat in the side with water. The cat just goes, just like, and this freaking bolts, goes flying up the stair, runs past Pandora, goes flying up the stairs, and runs down the hallway. About that time, Pandora, you're watching the cat go upstairs.
Yeah.
You see Penny coming downstairs, and she is sliding the slide on a revolver, on a pistol, I mean. And she's wearing her tactical gear, and she's got 4 pistols out.
Oh, I gotta see this.
And she pulls out a silver wand, and she taps it against her palm 3 times, like electricity starts to spark along it. And she's like,
Mark,
fucking
I don't
own me,
understand.
son of a fucking...
I don't understand what's going on. Why you're explaining
Yo,
everything or
Vera,
throwing
you
water.
want to place
What?
bet?
I'm
What?
gonna walk over to Vera
Penny
and
comes...
I'm gonna remark Vera. So Vera is no longer that other cat.
Hey! Hold on. No, we're not doing any of that. We're not doing any of that.
But
So
this time,
technically-
I'm not gonna use my face. I'm actually gonna be discreet against about it because now they're like calling me out on shit. So I'm just gonna like tap her on the shoulder and then just kind of like rub just a little bit on one of the taps. Yep,
Weird.
that'll do. That'll be fine. That'll be good.
This technically is not. I was about to say this actually has happened once before, and Vera actually was already claimed by Mark at one point. So
Yeah, but the cat tried to mark you again.
I
No, we're not playing
know.
this game.
Oh my god.
okay,
Oh
Vera's
my
like,
God.
okay, would you get? I'm trying to talk to you. Like pushes you your hand away after you do so. She doesn't quite
And
realize.
I'm just gonna go back over and like block the counters again and just kind of like awkwardly sit back
What
down.
is going
So-
on with you?
As you see, Penny comes walking around the corner. She says, "Talk fucking fast," and she has
Whoa.
she has her wand out, and there's like lightning crackling on it. This very bright yellow lightning is crackling along the wand.
Oh shit.
I'm just going to take my phone and only text Emery's SOS.
Emery's come get your daughter.
She's Penny stops at the edge of the kitchen and says, "Mark, we're gonna have a discussion about boundaries." And by discussion,
Vera, you
I
wanna place
mean
bets with
shock
me?
therapy.
I'm just trying to still figure out what's going on.
Yeah, but do you want to place bets with me? Like, who
Can
do
we
you
start
think
this
is gonna-
conversation by discussing a recount of the number of times I've saved your life?
Oh,
Well, I'm going to even the score by killing you and bringing you back that number of times.
Just to Emery's
Ooh.
SOS in all caps.
Yeah.
SOS increasing.
If you
SOS
attack
increase.
me,
Oh wait,
That
the
rule
house
of
blinked
not
me out of
hurting
the
you, I
car.
think
I
is
don't have
off
my
the
phone.
Oh, that's right. Your phone's in the car.
He doesn't even.
I feel like Vera did not quite realize that your phone was left. She was too frantic about stopping the car. Shit.
Phone
So
still
she doesn't
plugged into the
realize.
car.
Okay, Vera. I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
look
if
directly
we split up,
at
we might be able
Vera,
to find him in
and
time.
I'm not gonna say it quietly, like I'm whisper saying it, but I know that Penny can hear me. I told you that Penny was the bad guy.
Hey, Rose. Where's Emery's?
Yeah. Oh shit, that's right. That's probably what. Yeah. Can you bring Emery's out back here, please, before
Maybe.
somebody
In your head,
dies?
Rosline, you hear, "Miss, they're asking for Emery's upstairs.
what's going on upstairs?
Penny's about to kill Mark."
Lock Penny in the art studio.
Penny disappears.
Oh.
And from a
What is
hallway down beside the kitchen,
happening?
you hear, "Oh, fuck no!"
And you can tell the house. She's like the house. She's like, you can tell Penny she's gonna stay in there until she calms the fuck down.
The house is...
Right.
That I said so.
How long does it take before we hear a door get blasted off of a wall?
No, literally.
That's why
How
I'm
long
like,
before we hear
seriously.
gunshots down the hallway.
Seriously.
Fuck.
Emery's, you may need to
Yeah.
go back upstairs. Your daughter's causing issues.
It was.
Yes, blame Penny for
Do
everything.
I
This is
send
great.
Emery's back upstairs? There's no stairs or any way other than I send him up there.
I'm now looking from
Send him
Pandora
back.
back
Send
to
him
Mark,
back
and, like,
up there to settle the situation, and then I need him back down here.
Also, you know what? Pandora's gonna go over to Vera.
So
I-
Emery's
Because I
appears.
saw that shit from the stairs.
So she's not looking at Pandora.
And
directly,
Emery's
she's
appears
just
by the
like,
entry.
what?
What
Oh,
in the-
thank
I will
God.
I will never get used to that. What in the void is happening?
Apparently Mark was rubbing his foot on things, including Penny's pajamas, and then Penny decided that she
Penny
was going
mentioned that.
Right,
Yeah, she was
Penny
fairly
decided
upset
that
about that.
she was very upset about that.
They're
She
her
came
favorite
down-
pajamas. So
She
yeah.
came down here with multiple guns and like a wand. So like, it
Was
just-
she wearing her vest?
yeah, she was.
and
Oh,
the-
she was
Yeah,
all.
she was smirking.
Yeah,
She-
so
she was
she.
Where
is
where is
smart.
she now?
I'm sure
I
you hear
don't
just
know.
me
She
yelling
screamed from like over there.
yeah,
Down the hallway beside the kitchen.
I'm sure you'll hear gunshots.
Actually,
in a
there's been
second.
no more noise.
I'm
I'm
going
forward.
to
give
She
her,
assume,
like,
climbed
a
out the
color.
window and is coming in the front.
I'm gonna assume that the house moved her. I'm gonna
And-
look at Mark and I'm gonna say, based on what Penny was telling me over the phone earlier, Mark, you're a very lucky man. And I'm gonna turn around and start to walk towards where Penny is. I'm gonna stop and I'm going to turn back around and I'm going to look at Mark. If you ever try to claim any of my things again, I will drop a house on you. I'm gonna turn around and walk to where Penny is. Jeez, I leave for
Mark's gonna
5
mumble under his
fucking
breath.
minutes.
Try and see what happens.
Fear's just like, would you stop talking? You're going to cause more issue.
They walk in
Yeah, I
here
don't-
and they threaten to kill me, and then he walks in and he threatens to kill me.
No.
I could kill him before he kills me.
We're not killing
well,
anyone.
God
in this-
damn it, this is why I'm never in friend groups. This is why I'm never in friend groups, because then some stupid fucking argument starts and everybody hates each other, and then you gotta take sides.
I
And like,
look
I
up,
want to
like-
be friends with the whole group.
No. They say they want to hurt me. I never said I wanted to hurt them. I'm just saying I could hurt them before they can hurt me.
That's a threat. People see that as a threat.
No, it's a fact. I can totally do it. I don't want to do it, but I
I
could.
know you don't
No,
want to do
we
it,
are
but
not
they're gonna
doing
see it as a threat, and then after the whole claiming ownership thing, which really bothers people, that this is what you get. This is what you're gonna get.
So Emery's, you walk down the
I
hallway.
feel like it's the three of us just death glaring at each other.
The fucking Mexican standoff.
If you move, I shoot. If you move, I shoot. If you move, I shoot.
The second biggest threat to the group is every other member of the group.
The second biggest threat of the group is chaos. So Emery's, you walk down and you see about 10 feet down the hallway there is a door on the left hand side that has like a glass, like it's got a solid glass front, you know, inside a wooden frame. Mm-hmm. And on the front of the glass, like if the glass is whited out, but on the front of the glass in a big huge white stencil, it looks like it's a stencil of an easel with a not a palette, but the thing artists paint on.
Canvas?
Canvas. Thank you so much. With a canvas on it. I was lost really bad. Gangrel started it. Fucking shit.
We still have to circle back to
The
that.
house
We haven't
started
Yeah,
it.
we really do.
By what existing? My fucking god!
Oh shit, Lord! So, there is a light on in the room, but there's no noise, no sound, and nothing coming out of it.
I'm going to try the door.
The door's unlocked.
Okay, I'm going to gently crack the door. Is it safe to come in? I'm gonna go in the door and close the door behind me. What do I see?
Penny is in a chair. She's tied to the chair. Her hands are tied to the arms of the chair. Her mouth is covered in duct tape. And she apparently has wads of cloth stuffed between all of her fingers.
Okay, so
Oh, and her guns are all missing.
Okay, so I'm clearly gonna have to clear all of this up between you and Rose and the house and whatever the hell. Hang on. I'm gonna walk over to her and I'm gonna try to use magic to remove the tape from her mouth as painlessly as possible.
And how are you going to do this? Describe to me how you're going to use your spheres to affect the tape to do that.
Let's see. Fuck, I don't have anything in entropy. Otherwise, I'd make the tape try to make the tape decay itself.
Or age.
Or age, yeah. Actually, I have time, so I might be able to do it that way.
You're going to speed up the aging of the tape.
Speed up the aging of the tape and the tape alone.
All right. Give me a arete roll. The difficulty is going to be an 8.
Okay.
It's just because you're making sure to target only the tape.
Yeah.
And not Penny's face.
Not Penny's face. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. 2 successes.
Okay. You basically make it to where the glue is exposed to elements for like a number of days so it dries out. And the
Yeah.
tape kind of just like, it does the whole thing tape does. Eventually it curls off and just falls
Curling
off
off
her
of
face.
her.
Yeah. And she kind of like, so.
So,
Uh-huh.
you okay, kiddo?
Someone just tried to claim me as property.
Yeah. I'd be pretty upset about that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just threatened to drop a house on Mark, so...
Well, I threatened to teach him lessons with shock therapy.
That's one way to do it.
I was going to get to check out. I was going to get to test out my new lightning rod.
You made a lightning rod. You made your own lightning rod.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so proud of you. That makes me so happy. Taking out the old. I mean, we should concentrate on the issue at hand. We'll talk about how proud of you I am later. And I'm going to start like untying her from the chair. Before I finish untying you, I need you to promise me that you're not going to go and try and kill Mark.
The house told me that if I even drew a gun on Mark, it would teleport me back into the chair. And she nods over to a canvas that's sitting on an easel over there, and it's literally painted in very nice script. It painted on the screen is, if you attempt to kill Mark in any way, shape, or form, or approach him in violent manner, I will teleport you back into this chair tiled up again.
Right. Okay.
Rosaline said stay.
I'm going to untie her. And I am going to do my best to explain the situation to the house and ask the house to convey that to Rosaline.
Okay. So the house conveys, basically the house just kind of opens a channel between itself and you can hear Emery's explanation of the situation.
I do not want violence in my house. Is that too much to ask?
Yes, miss.
Thank
Oh,
you,
was I not
house.
supposed to answer that?
I feel like any violence in the house right now is a bad idea.
Would you like
No,
me
because
to put them all
I
in
will
their,
lose my shit.
Would you like me to put them all in their own oubliettes?
No.
Can I
No.
be in an oubliette with Vera? We haven't done anything.
No.
Can we have like some books in there? Like
Can we like?
we haven't done. No. Can we like have like a TV or something? Like we haven't done anything wrong. We've been good noodles.
TV and a comfy couch, maybe?
Yeah, can I have like a couch?
That'd be real nice.
Oh shit.
I don't think having us in our own oubliettes will be necessary.
No.
Mark knows that there will be issues if he tries to claim anything that does not belong to him again. Or at least I hope he knows that now.
Mark doesn't like the cat I made for Penny.
Wait, you made... So that's not my cat?
It's as close to your cat as I could make it.
Oh. Oh, I appreciate it.
It is a fairly powerful chimera, though, so...
That's really nice. Then I appreciate you doing that. So thank you very much.
Oh, how is Brisket doing, by the way?
He is
Poor
still
little baby.
He's still a stuffed animal.
He's still a little platypus.
Yep.
Stuffy.
He's still your little platypus stuffy from when you were little.
Yeah.
So are we all understood here? No killing each other or enacting any violence upon each other.
Ivy kind of says, Penny, says, I was not going to kill anyone.
No violence against anyone who is currently in this house. Unless otherwise sanctioned by Rose, because it is her house. Does that seem fair, Rose?
That's fair. The only reason I wanted Penny in there is to get her to start painting because it usually calms her down.
The house tied her to a chair.
I need to be more specific with the house. I'm still learning the house.
We just
I
had that
know.
conversation.
I know. I'm still
Specificity.
learning. I know.
How about Penny comes back? Because I'm assuming you still need me for
Yeah.
that thing. Would you mind if Penny came along? 2 magical heads are better than 1 after all.
Yeah. I need to have a conversation with her anyways.
Emrys looks at Penny. Know anything about a conversation that needs to be had? Anything?
Oh, raid.
Raid!
Mr. Hipster's raiding. Thank you so much.
Hey! It's JJ!
Hello.
Yay, thank you so much for everything.
We're being dumb and chaotic. So
I'm the
There's another-
dad.
Thank you very much for the follow.
Vera has is just trying to keep the peace. She's so much trauma.
112%
She
late.
Traumas.
I
She came
can't.
she had only trauma, and then came home. Now people are trying to kill each other, and she's like, I don't understand.
Oh, thank you so much for the bits. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whew.
But yeah, the Penny, did you know anything about a conversation needing to be had? That something that you guys were putting off?
A conversation about between.
You and Rose?
I mean, can she? Oh, hey, Hype Train. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh,
I'm
thank
trying!
you. Thank
She
you.
says, Boss, did you want me to come wherever you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, where are you? Because I can hear you.
The house will bring you there. The house will bring you there.
Yeah, the house will bring us both.
Okay. Does it? And when she said, right as she says the word "hurt," you guys appear down by the balefire. And she's
Nope.
like, "Oh, well, that's
It's just a little weird.
well, yeah, that's odd."
Yeah.
Oh, and she kind of looks. She looks around. She's like, "Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I lost my temper with Mark." I'm
Well,
kind of getting sick of things claiming me.
Yeah. Granted, this was pretty much the first thing you've done in a while without relying on somebody else. You started slipping again.
Slipping. Again. Explain?
When she came under my tutelage, it was very much a discussion of she needed to be her own independent woman who didn't need to lean on anybody. Be strong on her own 2 feet. She's been heavily reliant on you and Vera as of recently. With everything that is going on, she is not taking the time to healthily cope as she should be, not using her art, nothing. She hasn't painted anything in a while.
I mean, to be fair, things have been kind of hellish the last few days between the dragon vampire boy, the weird the Defandi, and now the here and the dragon kind of sort of possessing her. Haven't had much time to really breathe to cope with anything. Either of us have.
Penny kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, I get what you're saying. I am very new to this. I mean, knowing that magic's real, finding out how to do magic, finding out the vampires and werewolves and the fae, all real things. I haven't had that long to deal with that. And then from that, jumping into going to war with a Nefandi, finding a dragon that is the birthplace of all magic, being possessed by a dragon, albeit voluntarily.
Wait, you chose that?
I was given a choice.
What was the choice? What was the other decision? What was the other side of the choice? It was become bonded to this dragon, or what? What was the alternative?
It would have to wait for someone else to come along, and there was no guarantee anyone would. Thank you very much for the bits, baby.
She's your daughter.
Yeah, that she is. It
Everything has been just a bit overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sorry if I disappointed you.
This is your make or break moment, Penny.
I think it is. I quit.
what?
Understood?
But wait. Before we make decisions that we may regret. Let's take a moment.
Oh
Take a
wait, halt!
breath.
You gotta halt.
Hmm?
It's an acronym. Are you hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? You can't make any major decisions if you're those things.
I like that.
Did
So-
Penny eat yet?
Has everyone here eaten yet?
I haven't had time.
I just woke up.
We should
So we
eat.
should do that. We should do that. I feel like there's a lot of aggression and anger and a lot of hard emotions happening right now. So we should figure that out. I also feel like there's some very feeling alone in this situation when you're not alone in the situation, even though you feel like you're alone in the situation. So that might be something worth addressing also. Penny, you just woke up from being asleep. Rose, I don't think I've seen you sleep since this all started.
You haven't slept either.
Fair,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like decisions could be better made once all of those needs have been met. Yeah. I'm looking back and forth at the two of them.
Penny's. She kind of just. She looks at you and she says, I guess I could eat.
Food is a good thing to have right now. Okay. Rose. Food? Question mark.
she'll think about it for a moment, and she's like, "Am I hungry? Am I not? I don't know how I'm feeling right now."
How about we make you some food? We make everyone some food. We can eat something and get some rest, and then make better choices.
Penny kind of looks past Rose, and then she kind of starts walking forward. She walks over
Okay.
to where the golem is, and she's standing looking down at the golem. And then she
And what's wrong?
closes her eyes, and she opens them again. And when she opens them again, her eyes are reptilian.
Oh boy. I would listen,
She
sir.
draws in a deep breath and blows fire.
Hey.
And the flames rocket down and coat the golem.
Emery,
The
you better
fire
hold me.
is-
You better hold me back for a
The
fucking.
fire
So,
is
wait. We don't know what the dragon
Balefire.
is doing. We don't know what the dragon is doing.
It is exuding balefire. And as it stops, when it stops breathing out fire and it lifts its head back, there is like just steam rising up all through the air. Penny stumbles backwards and kind of like falls on her butt. She looks like kind of dazed. And as the steam
Release Rose and run over to Penny.
rises up, you see that on the cot, laying there, is no longer a clay statue, is a body.
It's a naked man.
Yes.
It's a naked.
It is
It's a naked
thin
man. She's
Mm.
gonna look into the balefire real quick. Is the other cot there still?
Mm-hmm. With the seeming.
What the fuck?
Hey, I look at Penny and like I'll try and look into her eyes to see if they're still reptilian.
No, they're hers. She's her eyes are like fucking blown out, dilated. Like she looks like she has a concussion.
Penny?
Okay.
She's kind of shaking her head. She's, oh, fuck.
Hey,
You all right?
you
Deep breath.
okay?
Oh,
Deep
what the
breath.
fuck happened?
You just made a clay body into a naked man.
You blew
I
fire
do
out of your
that?
mouth.
Oh, my
I-
dating life is gonna get so much better.
I feel like that's a funny joke, and that's I don't want to think about that right now because that's weird.
We'll make a killing on the Japanese sex doll market.
You
Rose actually
You're
kind of
good.
finds that funny. She finds it funny.
good actually, but more than that, I think the dragon took you again. And
I think so, and I don't think I like it when it does it when I'm awake.
I
Yeah.
don't like it at all, and I would prefer that it not do that when we are in the middle of a conversation about what we're going to do next. But clearly, it had plans of its own. Take a deep
I
breath.
told you, it's an arrogant, overgrown lizard. I've said this.
Penny's
But
like,
clearly, it's done something, and I just
Yeah.
do the body now on the cot.
We just need to get this
Penny like
cleaning in.
holds out her hands to get helped up.
I will
Yeah,
help
she'll
her out.
help. Rose
She-
will help.
Penny kind of pops to her feet, and she covers her eyes one time, and she opens her eyes and looks down. She's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she kind of like just turns and walks away.
She'll cover the.
There's no clothing; they burnt away.
Oh, there's no blanket either.
The cot didn't burn, so this cot's still there, but all the coverings on both the body and the seaming are gone.
I'm gonna take off my jacket and just like lay it
cover
over the body. So, I guess we have a body now.
Yeah.
What? How do we? I'm presuming that the task now is to deposit Finn's seeming into this body.
Yeah.
How would we do that?
Well, would I know how? No.
Those rituals were literally how the modern version of the Fae were created. They are from the dawning of the current age of Fae. I don't know of you don't know of anyone who would have knowledge of magics that ancient and that powerful.
Maybe the crystal circle, because she does know about the crystal circle.
Yes.
Okay.
So, worst case scenario, we would have to take. Well, Vera couldn't go. Maybe some other people wouldn't be able to go. Is to go into the deep dreaming to go find the crystal circle.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but that's a big old if. And the people that worked with Finn aren't comfortable with Mab doing it. So.
Yeah, if we're trying to avoid Mab taking any part in this, then your crystal circle would probably be the best bet.
There'll still be a cost, though.
There always is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you at least have any idea as to what that cost might be? Or is that something that they would enact upon? Is that more like a check or cash on delivery situation?
It could be. You never know.
Okay, well, it's definitely a plan. It's probably our best plan as of right now.
I don't feel comfortable attempting it myself because I have no idea how it's done.
And I definitely wouldn't know. This is magic beyond me.
Go to the other part of the house with Penny and go eat. I need a minute to myself.
As long as you and I will put my pinky out to her. You need to promise me that you're going to come back up with us eventually within the next 30 minutes and eat something.
She'll put the pinky out. She'll hold her other hand up so he can see it, and then pinky swear.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. And I'm going to start going over to Penny. Then I'm going to turn around. I'm going to walk back over to Rose. And I'm just going to hug her. Like, whether she returns the hug or not, I'm just going to hug it. Okay. I don't know what's
She
going
kind of
on.
she's like resists for just half a second. And then she kind of just like wraps her arms around you and just like squeezes as much as she can. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Firestorm Gaming. Hi.
Thank you.
She like crushes as much as she can, and then she lets you go, and she kind of sits back and looks at you, and then she looks at you, Rosaline, and she walks right up to you.
Oh no.
And she's taller than you, so
Yeah.
she kind of like she's looking down at you, and she says, "You're a bossy bitch, boss."
Can I give you a hug, kiddo?
Yes.
She'll give Penny a hug.
Okay.
All right. Rose, do you mind sending these two to the kitchen?
And the house is like, and they're gone. You guys in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hello, there's still three of us in the kitchen.
I know, glaring death at each other.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know what we were doing at that time.
What in the Mexican standoff is this?
I mean, We're fine, right? Looking Pandora, Mark, Pandora, Mark.
Okay, I've just been given
Pandora's been like
instructions that
inching
no
a little
one,
bit closer to Vera.
no one
Mark's
is to
going-
enact violence upon anyone in this house unless Rose gives us specific instructions to do so.
Mark is going
Okay.
to casually refill his drink glass, take a small sip, and then set it back down on the counter.
Beer's like staring at the glass, like,
Oh my god. Why is there like a
So
don't ask.
Murder Hobo comes walking into the kitchen with headphones on. And he's like,
Yes.
Oh,
Wait, does he have my stuff?
He walks over to Mark and he's like, dude.
Well,
pulls
I'm
that
just,
earbuds
I'm just
out.
gonna take. I'm
He's
just gonna
like,
take it.
Dude,
No,
okay,
I'm just
so
gonna
here
take it.
is the.
No. I'm just gonna
block-
take it as
just
quickly as I
a
can
block
before.
of raw weed, not even wrapped.
what is that?
That
Is
Mark,
that what I
I'm gonna-
think?
no,
it is?
marijuana.
I'm gonna
Well,
rake
I
it
mean,
into one of the kitchen
yes,
drawers, and
but
then
I've
close the
never
door.
seen
Close the door.
this
Rake in the drawer,
much in
close the
one
door.
place.
Mark.
That
What
is
the-
a lot.
Yeah, I've never seen
I
that
had to
much
call
in
in
one.
favors.
That is.
Mark, why do you need that? That okay?
Are you
He
planning on
said it was for
smoking that by
party
yourself?
favors.
Party favors?
What?
I don't know.
I'm having a party, and my favor is this.
What party?
What party?
Where-
I don't know, but I'm
That
going.
fucking weed.
Actually, Murder Hobo, before you leave, I actually need you to, or something. So just like, don't walk away.
Absolutely not. I will be by your side every moment for the rest of the
Oh
year.
God.
Hey, relax.
I don't think that's what she meant, MH, but
Relax.
thank you for your dutiful.
I
Service.
appreciate.
Relax. Do I have to
appreciate
tell him
your
too?
enthusiasm. No,
Do I
what?
have to tell him too?
I appreciate
him
the
what?
enthusiasm. Tell,
She's gay.
the spirit's just like,
Do you think that I'm really?
She's
That-
very gay, and she just saw her ex, so she's doing terrible right now.
That's
Oh
horrible.
my
I hate
God.
Seeing my ex.
I just look over at Pandora like, what are you doing?
It's like, do you want
Wouldn't
me
it
to
just
like
be
set
easier
up
to get
maybe
that
some
on a t-shirt
aromatherapy?
instead of having you announce it all the time?
You know, I can bring out my crystals.
Stop,
and,
stop.
You know,
I
we
need
can
you all to stop.
do-
You are stressing me out.
Oh, well, I can do some sage,
stop
and
talking.
Just murder hobo.
you really
just-
need to
just-
cleanse. At this
No.
point.
Like even when she gets stressed, it's not like it's gonna elevate her blood pressure. What's she gonna do? Die early?
Well, no, but
I just
you know,
looked to
your
Mark.
spirit is
Droid on a
still
crutch.
part of you, and you need to make sure you keep that shit clear.
I'm just
Well, I mean,
glaring
I'm
at
pretty
Mark
sure
like,
she clears her system out every like 10 to 15 days, right?
Oh, I don't. All right, I'm just gonna stand here and be really confused.
That's
fine.
fair. That's fair.
Good.
Just.
I
Thank-
think I can
thank
do
you.
that.
Good man. Good man. We'll chat.
Okay.
And just hang tight. She's gonna need you for something. Just be cool.
So,
Ready
cool.
to serve.
Mark, I have
got it.
so many comments to make to you. However, I am more concerned by the large amount of weed that you have decided to
Yeah,
pepper and
I-
bring into the house.
that is not a brick of weed. That is an anvil of weed.
Can
That
you
is roughly
please-
4 pounds.
Thank you. Can you tell me why you need 4 pounds?
No.
Great.
Good
Is
man.
there a reason why you
And in
can't
case we
tell
get
us?
raided, I wasn't here.
No, you were never here. Good job.
Do you understand that if you are caught by authorities with this much weed, that there will be the legal ramifications are going to be ridiculous.
It's fine because he's Mark and he'll get out of it because that's just what he does.
You're not
But
wrong.
you know, unlike me, apparently, your blood pressure can get raised. Murder Hobo, please come with me. I'm going to walk.
I'm gonna look back at Emrys. I mean, if the cops stop me, I'm pretty sure it'd be an interesting little experience. I probably would get a cop badge. That'd be cool.
Would you steal the badge from
No,
the
it was
cop?
always mine.
You're gonna gaslight a cop? Okay, I agree.
Of course he is.
I agree with that. I
Of
agree with
course he
that.
is.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So where are you taking Murder Hobo?
I'm just going out to the car to grab a certain item, and while I do so, I'm going to realize that Emery's phone is out there, and take that and pocket it.
All the unread SOSs.
Yeah, she's like, oh.
Oh. Murder
Like,
Hobo
oh,
comes outside and he's like, okay, so
Hi.
what are we
Yeah,
gonna do?
so you as head of security, I
Oh.
need you to take care of something for me.
Oh,
I need you to burn it because I can't. Or however you want to get rid of it.
get rid of what?
And I'll just pull up, like, hold up the bag. This.
Oh, plastic.
I would not open
bag.
it. Yeah.
He's like, what's in the bag?
Blood at the moment.
Is that like a body or
No.
something?
Mm-mm.
Well, then
Something
why
like-
is there blood?
Something like, well, okay, it's sort of, kind of,
What exactly is sort of, kind of?
you know, like a body that was like meshed and turned into a worm, and I killed it, and I need help getting rid of it. Do you want to ask further questions, or do you just want to help me?
I can see his brain buffering, like just the wheel of death is just on his forehead
You
right now.
technically are head of security, so it's technically your job to help me, your guest, get rid of it.
So, I'm head of security
Hmm.
in the lines of I set drones to patrol the property.
Right.
I
However, I
have the
think
firewall built, to can't get no digital intrusion,
Mhm.
and I put up the cameras.
and you do a phenomenal job. I just need you to
Yeah.
burn this.
Yeah, but if anything like violent happens,
Yeah.
I call Tuck.
Great. I'm gonna go get Tuck then.
I'll just call him.
Please.
Tuck!
Thanks. That's exactly what she was expecting. She's like, yeah.
Tracks.
That's just track.
After a few minutes, the front door of the house opens, and Tuck comes walking out, and he's like, so what's going
Hi.
on?
I need your help because
Alright.
head security here says that this is more your line of work and not his.
All right, what'd you kill?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Thanks. I just need help getting rid of it because I can't burn it.
All right, I'll
Hold the bag.
probably end up eating it. What is it?
I would not do that.
Oh, why not?
Because
He, kinda- he walks over to the bag and he's like, oh, yeah, that much banality I don't want anywhere near me.
yeah, I just need help getting rid of it.
Oh,
I don't care how you burn it or get rid of it as long as there's no trace and you do so.
shit. All right. Yeah, I can take care of it. He says, give me a minute. And he goes running off to
Yep.
the garage. He comes back a few minutes later and he's like, do me a favor.
Mm.
And he hands you one end of a rope. Tie that around it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. And she'll tie it nice and tight.
And he's like, good, because I don't want to touch that any more than I have to.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I really wouldn't. So, like,
Yeah. This is all right. So I'm gonna go take care of this.
Yep.
I'm not gonna ask really anything because.
yeah,
I
nope,
don't
I'm
want
not going to
know.
answer anything. So,
That's a good plan.
Yep. I like you.
Oh, I already told you I like you, so there you
Oh.
have that.
Yeah, there's that. So,
It's like, if we could just find a way to get you enchanted, it'd be a very enchanting evening.
well, there are better ways to do that. But, and thanks, anyways.
He says, it's nothing. He says, hey, Murder, come with me. I'm going to need some help with the barrel. And Murder's like, oh, shit, man, that stuff stinks. He's like, yeah, but it's the only sure way to get rid of all of it. And they go
Thank
walking off, dragging the
you.
bag around to the side of the house.
Thank you. I'll go back inside.
All right.
Kind of like saying this.
Like you did all the work.
like, yes, it is off in my hands at the moment. And I'll hand Emery's his phone.
Oh,
You have a bunch of
Thank
text
you.
messages.
I ignore the SOS messages.
these are all from you. Oh,
Yeah.
was this from
Yeah.
earlier?
These are all from you.
Gotcha.
There is a
Okay.
text message
Hmm.
from Tati.
Oh. Tati's texted. Okay.
Oh.
I will pop open Messenger and read the text.
The text says more research completed. Situation is building quicker than expected. we need to bring in more allies. And there is problems with travel.
Okay. Situation is definitely seems to be escalating on several sides. What are the travel issues? How can I help? More allies would be great. Send.
So there is no reply.
Okay. Hopefully she'll reply soon. I get back to. I put the phone in my pocket, and and I look at Vera. So that was Tati. Apparently, things are escalating all over. She's done a bunch of research, and apparently, that research is done. And travel is apparently an issue. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I've asked her to let me know how I can help with that.
Is it just me, or does like a couple of things just seem like they're all coming to a head at the same time, and that's just
Yeah.
okay, great.
Val also mentioned via text message that there was some weirdness going on in Boston. So I'm a little worried now. This is lots of
a lot.
Yeah. Oh, also, for those of you that were not in the car with us,
Oh yeah,
there is a thing in the sky that we noticed on our way back that seemed to be flying and winged and could blot out stars.
Albatross.
Albatross. Speaking of
Aren't
albatrosses
those like
around
the
our
big
neck,
ass fucking birds?
for the next 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, you may type in !tower to enter into
I
get
thought it
raffle
was gonna
drawings
be albatross. That'd be funny.
for our contest to win the Tower of Terror, which is the Wizard's Tower that we're going to be giving away at the end of this month. Remember, if you are a subscriber, you get double entries, but anyone who's watching and types in !tower gets automatically gets one entry for it. And at the end of the month, we will tabulate all the entries from all the shows and draw one winner. So, all that being said,
Yes.
all right. So back to you guys.
This seems like a lot.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we need to basically finish up what we're doing here and then start looking elsewhere.
Possibly.
Got it.
And I'm gonna 1 second now. Pull the phone back out, and I'm just gonna call Tati back as opposed to just leaving the text.
The phone rings and rings, and right before it's going to go to voicemail, it clicks. There's no sound. There's an open line.
Hello.
Yes.
Tati?
No.
Who are you and where is she?
Vera immediately is out of alert. Just
Who, what, when, and where? All excellent questions. All of which I have the answers to. All of which you are now ignorant.
Clearly, seeing as how I just asked the question. So I mean, we could play
Is there
these
like
word
a
games.
is there like a villain drama school that some of these people go to that we don't know
I feel
about?
like there is. I don't know.
it's a degree in the Fey courts.
Did Rose hear that? Did Rose hear that? Because she's
Rose
not
is
with
still
us.
downstairs.
No, downstairs, Rose just sneezes.
Yes. So
Someone's talking shit. Oh yeah, Mark definitely went there.
Rose is all like, "Ow! Feels like I'm burning somewhere. Ow!" But on the phone you hear, "Don't worry, Mr. Grant. She's still functional.
Functional.
Yes, functional."
I'm going to need a bit more specifics. Specificity is, of course, the soul of all good communication. Are you aware?
She will function for our purposes.
And what exactly are those purposes? And who is our?
Click.
Again, with the... Okay, I might need to go to New Orleans.
yeah. Yeah, that's about what that sounded like.
Fuck.
Did you recognize the voice at all? Does it sound familiar?
Does the voice sound familiar, right?
No.
Nope.
Interesting.
This one's new.
Ugh. Amazing.
I'm hating this day more and more.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not like things
ratcheted
are
up
tense
everyone's
or
tension
anything.
levels.
It's not like things are tense or anything.
Right,
Ladies and gentlemen, remember for the next about 10 minutes, we're doing drawings and putting in for the monthly cup giveaway. Type in !tower into chat. As long as you follow us, you'll get at least one ticket. And then we will be taking all the tickets, putting them together at the end of the month for a drawing for the 3D printed tower that we're going to be giving away. So that's going on for the next bit of time, but make sure you type that in there. And in the meantime, we're going to take a 10-minute break and we'll be right back. Thank you so much. And we will see you at 9:48 Central Standard Time. It crashed. So it's back up now. Oh wait, let me put us back into the be right back mood. Oh, look at her sliding in just like a
I'm here.
boss. Just like a boss. And Jonathan bailed on us.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for letting us take that little wee break. There's about 2 minutes left in the contest, so please, if you have not done so, type !tower into chat so you may get your tickets for the monthly drawing where we're going to be giving away our 3D printed Wizards Tower. And that's going to be given away at the end of May. It's already May 17th, so there's not much time left. And we're going to be doing that drawing at the end of the month. It's the last show of the month, which, let me check what that's going to be. That is going to be this show. So on the 31st. So we're going to be giving away that tower on this show to one winner. And we're going to have that done when at the end of the month. And we're going to be every single ticket you get is going to go towards your winning. And you're going to also get double tickets if you're a subscriber. And also remember, always, Amazon Prime gives you a free sub, so you can actually get double tickets without spending any money if you have an Amazon Prime account. So please, if you can, help out. If you can't, at least follow so you can have a chance of winning too. Thank you guys very much. And back to your regular scheduled chaos. Okay. Oh, raffle's over. All right, everyone's in. All right, thank you all very much. And I will put that into the database, and we will have that ready, and that will be more people for the winnings.
Good.
Good. Give in to your hate.
Give in to your subscription. Good.
All right, so Rosaline,
Yes.
what are you doing locked in your basement?
Yes, locked in the basement. I would like to ask the house if there's any written information as to what Finn did in order to do the little ritual for the golem in the original purpose.
I can give you Finn's books. And I can let you see what he did.
That'll be much appreciated.
So,
Oh, one more thing. Can you send Mark down here so I know he's not causing any problems and I might need him down here for other purposes?
do you want me to let him know I'm bringing him or just drop him here?
Let him know.
Very well. Mark, are you still sitting at the counter?
Yes, because I'm trying to very discreetly keep people from opening the counters.
So, the 4-pound lump of pot is still sitting on the counter.
No, I pulled it into the drawer, remember?
That
And
will
then
not
close
fit
the
in a drawer.
Oh. See, I have no context with how much that is.
You also
sticking out of
put
the
gift
drawer.
bags.
Okay.
You
No,
put
the
it in the
gift bags are
gift bag.
in the
So-
cabinet.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm going to give you some perspective. Do you know what a square bale of hay looks like?
Okay.
That's 30 pounds.
So we're dealing with
40.
roughly a tenth of that.
Yes. So it's
So
a
we're
brick
dealing
about
with
like that, by
a
like
tenth
that.
of a meter squared.
Yes. So that's not going to fit in a drawer.
No, that's not.
Yeah, again, not a brick of weed. That's an anvil.
You're talking to somebody
a
who has
cinder
no context
block.
for these
No,
things.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
like,
it's okay.
It's a
okay.
cinder block of weed.
So, but Mark, as you're sitting there, because he dropped on the counter, there's little sprinkles of flour everywhere, and by that I mean the bud. And the
Married
sprinkles,
iguanas.
yes, the sprinkles arrange themselves, and they basically spells out, Lady Rosaline requests your presence.
I'm just gonna with my finger just draw yes in the counter.
The moment you spell out the last letter in yes, you appear downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna instantly be like, can you ask
Yeah.
the house if it would like take the stuff on the countertop and the stuff I put into the counters, and if it would just like neatly prepare them into 40 gift bags, and then hide them from the others. Hide all of it from the others.
She'll request that to the house.
I can hear him. He has to say please.
The house is requesting you say please.
Please, Rosalind.
Please, Rose Red.
Please, Rose Red. That is what the house is asking.
Please, Rose Red.
I would be happy to do so.
Rose gives a thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna look around. Oh wait, and I need my stuff because I can see off in the distance there's the Bellfire. I need my stuff from upstairs. My Harry Potter wand and my Burger King crown and my piece of plastic jewelry.
So the Harry Potter wand, Burger King crown, and the plastic jewelry appears at your feet.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna like run over close to the Bellfire because this is like the real Bellfire. I'm gonna put it like down next to that.
You see the two cots.
With a naked man?
With two naked men, technically. One slightly glowing. The other one's not quite as pretty as the glowy one, but still very pretty. And it's definitely Finn.
I'm gonna turn. Why do you need two fins? Was one not enough?
Okay, so that's where the seeming is going to go into, and I kind of need you to help me read through some things.
Oh, so we're gonna make one fin out of two.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Rose, do you mind showing Mark and I what Finn did to his twin?
Very well. And Mark and, well, Rosalind, you feel like you feel your mind kind of being expanded. And you are watching, feeling, and hearing this going on. Mark, you feel pressure on your psyche. Are you going to allow this? It's not violent and it's not aggressive, but it's definitely trying to enter your mind.
It's the house, isn't it?
Probably. It's not trying to force its way through any barriers. It's actually kind of giving little pushes and waiting.
Can I like try to let it show me something but not probe too deep? Can I make that attempt to sort of like let it kind of in but try to like not let it all the way in? Because I'm still a little reluctant that this house is gonna probe like in a shit it shouldn't.
Give me intelligence plus leadership.
Leadership.
Yes.
Wow. We're picking some fun skills now, aren't we?
I was thinking about what type of skill would kind of embody personal strength and direction.
Wouldn't that just be willpower?
Oh, you're right. It's a fucking straight willpower roll. I'm dumb.
Oh, no, I didn't mean like that.
No. You're completely right. It's a willpower check.
I didn't realize why you were asking for that roll until you said it explicitly. And then I was like, oh.
That would be willpower.
All right. Difficulty 6 still?
Yes.
5 successes.
Damn. All right. So
I was not expecting that.
So you feel very confident that you can maintain, like you can section off portions of your memories and thoughts that you do not want it to have access to.
Okay. Well, then I'll let it into the foyer.
Okay. So basically, you're seeing what's happening. You see Finn. He looks younger. His hair's not as long as when you first met him, Rosalind. He is, and that's when you met him in your house. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so he is researching and writing a bunch of notes. He is in some kind of ancient study or library. You don't necessarily recognize it, but it is there is a lot of books there, and there is a lot of older documents. He's got them all laid out about him. He spends quite a bit of time documenting out something. And then you see another portion of him where he is uh, attempting different rituals and rites using things like a dead bird or stuff like that. And he is, in some cases, he is animating a dead body to where it just obeys his commands but doesn't do anything else. And in at least two different instances, you see him bring a house cat, and at another point, he brings back a German Shepherd, and they appear to be alive. The German Shepherd is, confused, scared. He calms it down. He talks to it. It answers to him. It seems to be acting just like a dog.
Okay. My first question. The library.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have any stylistic similarities to what the house looked like when he owned it?
No.
Okay.
When he owned it,
And then
it looked like a very modern home.
And then the books. Are they in something that seems to be like a European style language? Is it like in
Yes,
kind of
you
that
see several books that are obviously illuminated scripts, and you see multiple sets of the items that you're looking at are actually vellum scrolls.
but what language are they in? Or is it like, I mean, English I obviously recognize,
Yeah.
but like the characters that you use in like Russian and other languages that are similar, they're kind of distinctive. And then you have stuff that's kind of like the Norse marks. So like, I might not be able to identify it perfectly, but at least I could maybe eliminate some
Make
of them.
me an intelligence plus occult roll.
All right. Lots of dice pulls tonight that I'm not good at.
It's fine.
I'm gonna spend a willpower for 2 successes.
You're spending 2 willpower.
Well, no, I'm spending 1.
Oh, you got 1 success. Got it.
I got 1 success. I
Spent
just
willpower
I'm gonna
for
make
another.
it.
Got it. All right. So, you recognize number one. You recognize a slew of languages. There is Old English. There is a lot of illuminated texts are in Latin. There is on some of the vellum pages there are runic writings, and you recognize them from everything from, the runes don't look exactly the same, so you assume they're from different Nordic and probably Germanic cultures. There are multiples of different styles of writings that are like, there's Aramaic. Well, you don't know what Aramaic is. There's a lot of writings that are very much looking like they're Middle Eastern in origin. And there is even texts that looks like it's in the hieroglyphic texts of Chinese languages or Asian languages and Asiatic languages. And there is other symbols that you don't really recognize. He's pulling from a plethora of different sources of knowledge.
Were any of these books in those Enochian characters? I can't read it, but I've been like thumbing through that stuff constantly, trying to see like if I could maybe eventually figure it out, because Emrys won't teach it to me.
There's characters you recognize from the Enochian text that you've seen, but there's a lot of other characters you don't recognize.
Mark immediately just like frustratedly shouts, "Finn, you Enochian?"
And you see that a lot of the time when Finn is looking at these texts, he is holding a sphere to his eye that looks like a piece of jade stone that has been smoothed out on 2 sides, and he's holding it to his eye, and then he'll like start writing stuff down.
Rose Red, that piece of jade in this vision you're showing us, is that somewhere in the house? Could you bring it here?
Rosalind, you say it's Finn's. call them as reading glasses.
Let him see it.
So it teleports into your hand, Rosalind. And it really does look like a piece of polished jade. Raw polished jade. So like wherever it's not polished, it's that smoky white green that jade normally is when it's not worked. But on the two different sides, it's been polished smooth.
Rose will hand it to Mark before this whole vision thing continues.
I'm gonna pull out my phone. I'm gonna look at some of the pictures that are in Enochian. I'm gonna hold the thing up to my eye, and I'm gonna see if like it changes to something I can read.
You feel a draw on your glamour.
Ooh, that's rough. Okay.
You only have like 1 point of glamour, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
You feel like you are going to have to push that glamour into this object to make it function.
I really want to know if it functions, so sure.
Okay, so you're losing your seeming until you get that glamour back.
Oh.
So you push your glamour into it, and yes, the text translates.
I can read this now? And then when I like peer away from it, like I can't read it anymore, right?
Nope.
Like only when I'm looking through it?
Yep.
What's the first paragraph of the book say? I mean, I'll read it later, but like I can read it now.
Yeah, which book was this one? I forget
The
which one.
Book of Nod.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, it's that.
You gave it to me, Ray.
I know. But I now gotta look up the Book of Nod.
Yeah,
I have one
All
behind me,
right.
but I don't have it right in my hand. So it is the first lines from the Book of Nod.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like scroll through the pictures just quickly. Not that I'm trying to read heavy, but I just kind of want to see if like anything I can see just jumps out at like being, this is what vampires are. This is how you could learn about them. Not that I want to go into detail right now, but I just want to see like, is the book actually useful for learning about a vampire?
Yes. You quickly ascertain that the Book of Nod contains the vampiric creation mythos.
Oh, this is so amazing. I have to put the phone back in my pocket. I don't want to. I really don't want to. But I know there's more stuff in this vision. I'm just gonna look at Rose, and I'm gonna like just be like, I totally want to borrow this later.
Okay. As long as I get it back.
Oh yeah, no, you can have it back. I have a couple books I want to read.
Okay. I am
Mark
trusting
just looks
you.
so excited because like he's like, I can finally read the book.
All right.
All right, so what are you doing next?
Is that all of the visions, or
Oh,
is
no.
like I just
Are you going back in to...
Yep.
Okay.
yeah I
So-
just had some questions about that specific section because I just needed to try to identify if we might know where the books are.
You see that he was mainly translating stuff from the books into a journal, but you don't see any indication that he takes any of the books or has any of the books.
I'm gonna look at Rosalind. You might want to ask the house for his journals.
I've already asked.
Did it give it to you, or it doesn't have them?
Well, it said it had them, and you said, it's waiting. You basically said, it said it could show you his books, and you said okay, and then it was waiting for you to tell you that you wanted them. So
She's like, I would like the books.
and so on the to the left of the balefire, a long table appears, loaded down with books.
How
Did any of them-
many?
Do any of them seem to match the book that he's writing in, or are they all the same style, or are
Actually,
they different styles?
There are multiple texts that you can recognize Rosalind right away. They're grimoires. They're treatises on different arts and realms. They probably would be very helpful to you if you wanted to try and pick up anything new. But you see, there are 5 different leather journals that look almost identical to the one that you saw him riding in. They're all leather bound and they're all tied closed. And they're in a stack on the table.
Well, Mark, let's get reading.
Well, maybe there's more visions before we start reading, because
Yeah, let's get the visions done and then read.
So the visions move forward, and you see that after the experiments with the animals, number one, the dog's running around a lot. You don't know where the cat went. He begins doing more ritualistic magic near the balefire. He begins doing magics that you can't really recognize the purpose for until he's done, at which point you see him summon things. At first, they seem to be like minor spirits, like summoning chimera from the deep dreaming, smaller ones. He summons nature spirits and the like, very common within Fey magic. Towards the end of the ritual, you see him summon something that looks very unnatural and is more than likely a demon. And then after that, he summons a full-on spirit. A spirit of a mortal who's passed. And after he does that, there is a time period where he spends a lot of time reading the books, and then he creates an elaborate summoning circle on the ground. And then he begins sculpting the clay statue. Then he puts the clay statue in a second circle that is linked to the first circle by arcane runes. When he's done sculpting the statue, there is a cavity in the statue's chest. When he goes on the very last visions that you see of him, he goes to the statue and he has a small locket of hair and he puts it into the cavity in the chest. And he has what looks to be children's baby teeth. And he puts them into the cavity of the chest. And then he takes an anathema and he cuts his hand. And he allows blood to drip into the cavity of the chest. And then he holds his hand over the cavity in the chest, and it is filled in with clay, and it looks seamless and perfect. At which point, he completes the ritual, and his brother's spirit is standing in the first circle. And he has a conversation with him, but you can't hear it all of a sudden. It's the first time you've not been able to hear anything that was said. And after a few moments, the spirit walks across the bridge between the circles and lays down into the golem. And then the golem stands. And it's looking down at itself. And there is the vision ends suddenly.
Can you ask the house why the vision ended so suddenly?
Why did the vision end so suddenly, House? Why?
Finn left instructions that I was not to show certain parts to anyone.
Including me.
He never differentiated, but I know it was before you came to the house. It was before I was even Rose Red.
Play the fairy game.
Hmm?
I saw the bird. It stopped singing. You two joined together. You are, in essence, one. So would Finn hide it from himself?
Are you trying to say my oath overrides?
I mean, doesn't it? Isn't the whole fairy world all about word games? Play the word game. It'll be fun. I'll play along. Finn gave himself to you, and you gave yourself to Finn, and you joined as one. You joined as one. You are one. You are also Finn. The house can't keep something from Finn if it's keeping it from Finn.
Mark has a point.
Do you require me to show you the rest?
I require it.
Us.
And Mark. And Mark.
And Mark.
And Mark.
And the house is like, oh, that Mark.
Emery's, Pandora, Vera, you guys are upstairs. Penny is up there with you.
Yeah.
And everyone's sitting around, and Penny's just like, I really am very not enjoying this whole chaos situation that's going on right now.
Yes, you mean this entire trip from start to finish. Yep.
No, we have no idea who's in charge, what's happening, where the next attack is coming from, and the fucking lizard in my head is not telling us anything.
And as Penny's talking, like I'm on my phone, like looking at flights.
And she says, Emery's dad, if it's tied to me, doesn't that give us leverage?
Emma stops, looks at Penny. Kid, I don't want to use you as leverage ever.
We need answers. And if we can use its tie to me to force it to answer questions. I mean, it's great you want to be defensive and all, Dad, but at the same time, if the world ceases to exist, I mean...
Nothing to defend.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to mean or what it's going to require to be done, but I think that it might be worth trying.
Emma takes a deep breath, looks over at Vera and Pandora. V, Dora, what do you two think?
I'm willing to take the risk.
I'm kind of emotionally compromised at the moment.
I feel like I'm a bad person to ask this. I mean, what? I mean, like, I had siblings, but, like, we didn't get along or anything. Like, you know.
I'm an only child, so, like.
I mean, Penny's an adult. We can. I mean, we've helped with stuff so far. I feel like we could. Like, if something does start getting fucked up like it usually does, we're there.
I would say more so than normal.
Yeah. I feel like if she were to do something like this, it would be best to do it with us here, just in case.
Penny
and
says,
not.
You all need to understand something. You're going to be compelling.
What does that mean?
Forcing. The only way to force something is to put its wants at risk. It wants a connection to this plane, and I'm the connection.
Oh, hell. What do you have in mind, kiddo?
First off, I need to go to sleep. And then when I'm asleep, and you can bring it out, you're going to need to explain the situation to it. And you can either try and find a way to use magic to compel it, or you can let it know that I am willing to make sacrifices to take away its foothold here unless it's willing to make compromises.
Okay. For the record, I'm not a fan of any of this. But you're right. So, yeah, let's force a compromise.
Right then, the entire house begins shaking.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Downstairs in the
Come on!
basement, the walls are shaking.
Sippy Albatross.
There's dust coming down from the ceiling. And the vision is now in the room. And you see Finn standing in front of Finn. And your Finn says, I am sorry. And this was not meant to cause you any grief or pain. And the clay figure is looking at him and it says, it's not grief and pain. I don't think I know those anymore. You brought me here because you know them. I don't even know if what I am is who you wanted. It's been a lot of time. Things have changed. Things are going to be changing further still. There is a lot that you will be asked. And there is even more that you will give. The reason I'm here for you is because eventually you'll need me. There is an inevitability to certain things. You are going to know things that many Fae never find. And it's because you experience something that most Fae never do. You lost a part of yourself. Oh, thank you very much for the raid, Overlord.
Yo,
Thank
we
you,
got
thank you,
raided
thank you.
twice.
I know, it's amazing. Thank you guys so much.
Nice.
Hi.
Be sure to give us a follow. You'll be entered to win this set of books that we're going to give away when we hit 1,000 followers. We're at 747. And we will thank you so much for that. And make sure to follow us to be entered. But back to what I was saying. He says, when the time comes and you do what you will do, the journey you're taking will end, but only partly. It will end for the part that is what you lost when I died. And the rest of your journey is going to be taken up by the love you had to bring me back just to apologize. The knowledge you gained will not leave you unmarked. And there is a price. After that is paid, then the journey can continue. And Finn's kind of looking at himself, very confused. And he's kind of says, and so this means that you're here for a reason. It says, I am here because you brought me here. But I also had to be brought here. It's confusing. But when this is over, this ritual, the infusions that you used are going to remain impotent within the vessel. And that will be able to be used to break some rules and give you a path back. And it looks over Finn's shoulder at where you two are standing.
Oh.
And it says, you just have to find the magic that was lost. And Finn kind of looks over his shoulder and then looks back and he's like, I don't really understand what you're talking about, but I'll look for it. And it kind of looks back at him and it nods to him and he says, I don't know how much more I can give you on closure. As I said, I may not be exactly what you brought, but I can tell you that who I was loved you as only a twin could. And children make mistakes. You have to learn how to live with yours, but it was still just a mistake. And I got to have grand adventures on this side after. So, hopefully that gives you some solace. I think my time is running out. I am going to lay down. But as I said, keep this simulacrum. I think it may serve you well in the future. And then the vision fades out.
Well, Mark.
Now books.
Now books. She's trying not to cry. She's like, wait, how long have we been down here? I promised Emery's I would go back up to get some food.
The house in your head says, do you wish me to open a path?
Yes, please.
There is a small ding, and on the far side of the wall, directly across the other side from the balefire, these ornate brass elevator doors appear.
Let's go up the elevators to grab food, and then she's coming right back down.
So you walk over the elevator. The elevator goes up, and it's one of those old-timey brass elevators with the sliding metal grate across the front. And you have to turn the handle, and you have to make the elevator go up, and then you have to stop the elevator to stop the elevator. And so you go up, and it opens up into the hallway that is the end of the hallway that your paint studio, that hallway goes in the paint studio. It actually normally ends in a dead end. Now it ends in an elevator. And you guys hear, after the rumbling sets aside from the house shaking, you guys hear a ding from down the hallway beside the kitchen.
This day just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
Weirder.
I feel like I should start asking the house for stuff. I feel left out.
A bucket of crushed ice appears on the counter.
Thank you.
And I think that's a good place to stop for the evening.
What time is it, the Ray, in the game?
It's probably getting wow, shit. Yeah, it's probably close to 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Beer is wide awake.
Yeah.
She's looking around. She then remembers everyone else is human, or needs sleep. It's like, oh, you guys should get some rest.
After I eat the bucket of crushed ice.
And we figure out what the rumbling is.
True. What the fuck?
Yeah, but then sleep. I forget you guys need that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna love how next session Rose is just gonna come into the kitchen. Oh, I just came up the elevator. It's fine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, everyone. Thank you for all the raiders who came in. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the people who stuck around after the raids. That was great, and we really appreciate it. This is our weekly show. We do it on Tuesday nights. It is called Emerald Sanctums. It is a World of Darkness open world game, and these are the amazing people who make up the characters in this cast. Let's start out this time with M.
Hello.
Where can folks find you in the wide world of webs?
All right. So Thursday, you can find me on Turn to Page 394, where I am DMing a Star Wars 5e game. Friday, I think our Exalted game is on hiatus until further notice, but you can find me on the Figment Collective here on the lovely Twitch app, playing either Changeling the Lost, Arcadia by day, or Seattle by night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade V5 game. Saturday, you can find me here with a bunch of Chaos Gremlins running Monster Hearts 2 at 10 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, where we are welcoming back our guest, Magnus Rune, back again to deal with all these kids.
I finally
then-
figured out what all the problems were with the audio, so we should be fine.
Oh, perfect. And then Sunday, you can find me on the Figment Collective for either Main by Night, which is our Sabbat Chronicle, or Curse of Strahd. And then you can find me here on Tuesdays. And Saturday nights, you can find me on the Cantrip Cast for Star Wars 5e The Lost Planet.
Yep. Dun, dun, dun. Lots of stuff.
Lots of it.
Jonathan, thank you so much for playing with us. Jonathan is an old school dagger. He started out with us when we were a podcast back in 2018. He has been in just about every iteration of some of this channel in one way or another since then, and we really appreciate you coming out and just creating characters that are fucking unique beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Mhm.
Is Mark unique?
I love Mart.
He's a
I
cat.
love Mart.
He's
I
definitely a cat.
He's definitely interesting.
But thank you, Jonathan, very much.
Yeah.
Milagros, where can people find you?
People can find me consistently here at Dinner and a Game on Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, and Saturday mornings. I am a gremlin in almost every game. They can't get rid of me. I live here. And I still have other content on hold. I'm looking for housing in New York or New Jersey right now, and it is hell. And also looking for a job since I graduated college like a week and a half ago. Adulthood, it's great. I'm totally not stressed out at all. I feel great.
Well, we
but yeah,
welcome
this is
you
my
into it with
favorite.
open arms.
This is my favorite outlet. I love it here. Like, I love my friends here, and I love getting to be a gremlin.
That is the purpose. Gremlinism is the ultimate expression of our condition, isn't it? Thank you very much, Milagros. Sphinx,
Hello.
how can folks find you?
You can find me at Circle DM on TikTok. You can find me at Sphinx Akasha, just about everywhere else. On Tuesdays, of course, right here with these lovely people playing Emerald Sanctums. On Wednesdays, you can find me right back here at Dinner and a Game playing Kingdoms of Mist, which is our 5e homebrew ran by Ray. I think inspired heavily by Treasure Planet.
And the first time they go up in an airship, they get attacked by a nautiloid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hubs is quite
Yeah.
upset with that.
Yeah. Milagros is also in that game as my character's daughter. And it's a fun time, so please come back and catch us for that. I'm
Oscar.
forgetting things. On every other Friday, you can find me with the Alex Bomb channel playing Initiatives and Intrigues as Badru Kamar. That's happening this Friday. But on the Fridays that we're not doing that, you can find me with the 80H Adventures channel running my own campaign called Agents of the Circle, which is an Eberron 5e homebrew game. Think the X-Files meets Warehouse 13, meets a little bit of like Charlie's Angels, and that's kind of what we've got. We're in the middle of a heist snapping, which is fun and fantastic, yeah, it's the longest. It has been the longest day in the life of these agents. Yeah, they're gonna need a long rest real soon, especially after last session.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, on Saturdays, alternating Saturdays with 8H Adventures playing Heroes Arc, which is run by Halfling Wizard, and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, which is run by Andrew, the Teller of Tales, and those are both exciting games and fun. So yeah, check us out. It's a good time. Also, Agents of the Circle is also a podcast. I keep forgetting to mention that, but I'm gonna remember today. It's also a podcast. We're in our 4th season, and it can all be found basically anywhere you get your podcast. So please take a listen and catch up from the beginning. Learn how these chaotic gremlin agents got from where they were to where they are.
Just remember, it's good soup.
It's real good soup.
Oh, and Craig Cajun has just resumed a posture check. Thank you very much. My back was starting to hurt.
Yeah.
And finally, Ivy.
Yes, that's
How
me.
are
I'm
you?
the Ivy. I'm good. I loved today's session. I thought it was wonderful. I had a great time with all the chaos. Yeah, when I'm not here, starting up again next Monday, you can find me over on the Dice Cream Sandwich channel where I play Farrell, the Circle of Madrid, and we are coming up on our last arc of a 2.5-year campaign. So we are going to be facing our BBEG. And besides that, I'm here, and then you can find me DMing on random channels or playing depending on the time of day, and who's ever asked me. So that's where I'm at.
Da-da-da. And of course, for Dinner in a Game, you can find all of our links in our socials here in our link tree. Also, remember, if you can, go to the Dinner Game Discord. We're most active over there, and we have a Cast RP channel. We have for each one of our shows. We have the show channels for everyone who wants to ask the cast questions about anything, or if the cast want to post up anything about their characters, they can do it in there. Also, we are doing giveaways, of course, as everyone does. When we hit 1,000 followers on our TikTok channel, which is in our link tree, we're giving away this tower, which is a 3D printed Wizards tower, and we're going to give it away when we hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. Also, if you were here earlier, we're going to do randomly, we're going to open up a 20-minute session where people can get tickets to enter our monthly drawing, which is going to be, this month is going to be for another one of those towers, which I already have printed out. And that one's going to be given away at the end of May. And if you subscribe to our channel, you get double tickets per show. And but you have to follow the channel to enter. And if you follow the channel, you get a ticket per show. So every single show you watch, if you're watching when that random thing comes up, then you will get an entry per show no matter what. But also, if you're a subscriber, you do get double entries. So there's all that. And do not forget, if you want to support us and you love amazing amazing coffee that is sourced good God, my brain just went out my side of my head. That is ethically sourced and is amazing quality coffee. We have pounds of it literally here. We actually have a sponsorship with Geek Grind Coffee. If you use that link and you go through us, we do get a small percentage of every sale. We are actually talking to them to actually get us a discount code, because we apparently hit a threshold with them, which means that we might be able to get an actual discount code for DAG.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know what? 3/4 of the money that I think that was spent to get us to the threshold was done by me. So, so it's amazing coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Huh?
Yeah, part of it was also Sphinx.
Yeah. The tea portion is Sphinx.
The tea portion is definitely me.
But yes, Geek Grind Coffee is an amazing company. They're ethically sourced. They have a ton of just amazing flavors. They are fantasy themed, so you have stuff like from Pathfinder, Starfinder. You have D&D themed items. You have stuff from like the Labyrinth, the movie. All kinds of items, stuff like that, and these are all flavored coffees or straight normal coffees. My favorite regular coffee is Dwarven Dawn, but there are so many different types. You'll be able to find something you absolutely love there. They also have amazing flavors of teas. So we have a bunch of different things that we're also doing on the sides. We're trying to help some members of our family who are having some problems. We have those in our Discord channel, in the We Are One channel. If you can, take a look at those, see if you can help out in any way, shape, or form. And PSK Studios is also still doing their monthly raffle, where they're actually raffling away a painted mini they do every week. And that is going to be given away. I don't know which one the next one's coming up, but they give all their funds from the raffle to the American Suicide Foundation. So if you can help with any of those, please do. But in the meantime, everyone has been amazing, and I think we're going to go raid somebody. Does anyone have any choices tonight?
Geek Girl Lisa is streaming right now.
Oh, is she on? Cute.
Yeah,
there
she's
she
working
is.
on backstory stuff.
Ooh,
So
fun.
we're going to go raid one of the cast members for our new show that's debuting this Friday for its first session, and that is called... really? I forgot the name of my own show.
Beyond the Veil?
Firefly!
It's
It's called
Firefly
really?
Crossing
Beyond
the
the
Veil.
Veil.
Crossing the
Crossing the
Veil.
Veil.
Crossing
Let's
the
go
Veil,
with the
Beyond
Veil.
the
It
Veil.
is a Firefly TTRPG campaign that uses the Cortex system and is literally starting out at the Battle of Serenity Valley. That's where the campaign starts. So that's going to debut on
Nice.
Friday. Remember, tomorrow night is Kingdoms of Mist. Saturday morning is M's Monster Hearts game. And we will be back here tomorrow for Kingdoms, and we will see y'all next time. Right now, we're going to go raid Geek Girl Lissa. When you hit her stream, make sure you let her know that that you came from dinner to game. Tell her that you appreciate her making content for you guys. Give her a follow if you haven't. She does a lot of RPG stuff, and she does a lot of video games that I really love, like just Tiny Lisa. Bleh. I'm just gonna
Tiny
stop talking.
Tina's.
Tiny Tina's. Thank you very much. But yes, so we're gonna go ahead and give her a raid. At dinner game, we always save you a seat at the table. Be careful, social distance, make sure that you're staying safe so you can come back and enjoy the show week after week and watch me stumble through the outro like a dumbass. I love you guys, we love you guys, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.